What's poppin', y'all? Is back for the Misplay for Game podcast. As always, I'm your hostess with the mostest, a certified yapologist, Andrew Elixir.
They tried to keep me down, but my special booster was 2.5 as heck. It's up. It's your boy Tommy Taylor. How you doing?
Oh, I'm back, baby, and I'm so ready for some Digimon. That's it.
Yeah.
We brought him back. He came back. We were worried he went to the Yu-Gi-Oh caves and it was going to be man in cave and he was stuck upside down, feet up, but he survived.
Oh, fuck! I don't have any shoes on me. Oh, dude,
He misses 1 week of the podcast and he drops 3 F-bombs in the first minute.
Wait, you see, like, the crack in between, like, my two posters?
Yeah. Yeah, I love that TikTok.
There you go. I went crack diving.
Anyway, Marcy's back.
Yep.
Fuck all the audio listeners, am I right?
You know, my favorite part of this podcast is that we get to be like top 15 video guys. Good job, because we have done no audio jokes ever.
No.
Never once have we done one audio bit.
I'm a visual learner and a visual comedian. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I like to think that our podcast, where we basically do a tier list, is really good audio listening material. That, like, there's someone at home that's trying to like build a bear, play like battleships at home. They're like, yeah, I think they put that there, and then they moved it, and they just got like a bunch of different like red lines.
I was told once that somebody said this would be a great show to do a bingo list for, where you just like bingo list the crap we say.
Oh yeah.
And I kind of think that's kind of beautiful.
I like to think when the podcast is slightly bigger and we have the Discord, people are just going to start like posting their bingo lists like every week.
Like an Animal Crossing, or not the Nintendo Direct, like it's like Animal Crossing reveal. It's a free space.
Yeah, or like the Game Awards when people would talk about like my good friend from Jeff. 1 year he actually actively didn't say it. A lot of people in my in one of my Discords were betting on it. And a lot of people lost money thanks to him just refusing to utter that phrase.
Shouts to Jeff side bets.
That's awesome.
Hey, speaking of the Game Awards, I think this is the first time we've gone live since the video game got announced. It's kind of Digimon kind of up right now. I'm not gonna hold you guys. The game is dying though. To spread the word.
Sure, the game is dying, but
dude, I watched the Mario's Gaming World video the other day, and he was talking about keeping it. It just like shut up. I got clickbaited by the title. I'm not even gonna hold it. Like I don't watch the Market Watch stuff, Mario, but you are really good at writing those thumbnail titles up. Anyway, he had one about like he has a sealed case of BT1, and he said the word investment 5 times. So I thought it would kill Marcio if he happened to have seen this video. Like it would be like Mercury. Yeah, it would have killed him.
I actually would have I would have traveled to Canada.
He said investment 5 times, but he was talking about like it's a good investment if the game lasts 5 or 10 more years, and he was like, "But I think it will, though." And I was like, "Wow, optimism for Mr. Gaming."
He is my favorite like dog on the game, but it's my game, and that's
it's my fucking game, man.
I mean, he's like, credit where credit's due. He's like, hey, this game, it has some trouble, but I ain't playing One Piece, Lorcana, crashed, and he's like, of all the bad games I play, this is my favorite one. I'm like, that's my streamer.
I've been very clear here on the show that the only thing that would really truly whoop my ass in a way that would make me go, Digimon, is if they make a Naruto card game. That would be financially catastrophic.
Yeah, but Union Arena's right there in that game.
It's not happening. It won't happen. Digimon had the 90s nostalgic creature collecting market. People are like, ugh, Sakura. 20 years later, it doesn't matter.
Dude, I was catching up on Boruto again.
By the way, but here we are.
I was catching up on Boruto, the manga. I have to clarify because like my brother is in the anime minds, and I'll see like clips of them fighting dinosaurs. I'm like, bro, what is happening? It's like, does that not happen in the manga? I'm like, no.
It happens in the novel, you chump. They wrote a book about Sasuke fighting dinosaurs.
Yeah.
He wrote 5 books because he got sick of drawing pictures. This is not a joke.
You know what? Kishimoto's writing was definitely one of his points. Not his strongest points, but it was one of his points.
I was going to say, I can't imagine being the dude who I go like, yeah, at least the art was my favorite of the big 3. And he was like, I'm done drawing for a little while. We're like,
oh, well, Liam like literally talked in the chat about like what I was going to say about like Chrono Clash or whatever the system was called, which is literally just the memory gauge, like the little prototype Naruto game. And that fucking like
Was that a prototype? I played the hell out of that because I had the Shonen Jump promos in 2008.
Yeah, it was just hard to acquire a product for because I think I also had some Naruto CCG cards.
Did you guys? This is a stupid question. Can you get Shonen Jump like delivered in the mail in the UK? Is that? I mean, I don't think you can do that anymore.
I didn't think Shonen Jump was available outside of like Japan.
Yeah, no, you used to just get it in the mail. Like you paid a subscription and they sent you magazines.
Oh, I just thought that was actually just a domestic thing, and the rest of us would just get.
I got it in English. It was awesome. I had like a bunch of Yu-Gi-Oh. Like that was how we got a bunch of those. Like Yu-Gi-Oh is maybe the most famous for this, where they had Shonen V Jump promos.
Yeah, I mean the DS games as well. Like every physical game you were buying,
having them in a box.
Big ups my one of Infernity cards, thanks to Stardust Accelerator.
Which one did we have? I forget. We had some like hero promos for Harry. It was pretty sweet. Anyway, that's Shonen Jump. That wasn't what we were talking about. But
I mean, it segues pretty nicely back into Konami. So
yeah, you guys heard of Yu-Gi-Oh?
You heard of this hit game? I hear Alestral's, like this hit Alestral's ripoff.
So
A-Drive would mog Pegasus, dude. It's not even close. A-Drive could both throw hands, out band for band that boy.
Could you imagine Pegasus doing like YouTube shorts like, so I thought of an amazing. I traveled to Egypt and I saw on some stone tablets, and I thought I could turn this into a thing, and I turned it into a $1 million Kickstarter.
Pegasus Mr. Beast is brilliant, but like think about like here's the beautiful thing, right? Is like imagine chess boxing, but it's A-Drive and Pegasus. No, and it's not like, chess, they're just doing card games.
No, it'd just be like Pegasus, and then like he has like a Kanye West type of crash show. He was like, fuck all of y'all, I'm releasing pendulums.
To the ban list.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty hype. Yeah, I've heard of Yu-Gi-Oh! That's weird. It's fun that we brought that up. Shame there's no Yu-Gi-Oh! That's been happening anywhere, or none of us play it, or... Oh, hello, Marcia.
Okay, so basically, like, Yu-Gi-Oh! Do you remember when Andrew was like, oh, this is like his dog shit card game? No, Yu-Gi-Oh! Is actually the dog shit card game, because Yu-Gi-Oh! Is Kosoge, right? If you accept that, like, everything is bullshit in Yu-Gi-Oh!, then Yu-Gi-Oh! Is the best. Yu-Gi-Oh! Sucked last year. Yu-Gi-Oh! Sucks a lot less this year. Funnily enough, March is like a really good month for Yu-Gi-Oh! If you're like in the UK, because you get there was the YCS halfway through Feb or early February or whatever. I went to that. That was cool. I'll go over like the YCS. It wasn't like insane, but I'll go over like basically why I was like away from Digimon for a little bit. Then there's going to be like the OTS season is starting, which is effectively like store champs. But they are capped to like 40 people. There is one for like our local card store is doing the one on like the 1st, but that also means that's also on the same day that a different store is doing the Digimon Winner Box, and I'd rather go play Digimon than Yu-Gi-Oh! The Yu-Gi-Oh! The UK Open is in Manchester again this year, even though it's being hosted by a shop in Blackburn, but it's in Manchester. It's in the Manchester City Stadium. Etihad? I don't know.
It's really at the Etihad? That's crazy.
Yeah. It's at the Etihad.
That's a shame. I love stepping into sports stadiums to not partake in sports. It would
Walsall.
Walsall. The Emirates Stadium. I went to go play in Albion for Smash.
The Salford Regionals venue.
The Salford Regional, yeah,
Yeah, that is true.
Racking them up to never play sports. I'm making my granddad so mad.
I refuse to even run to my play table.
And then there's also a regional in Manchester, like at the end of the month. So like, if it wasn't for exactly Glasgow, I would probably also take off March to just like grind Yu-Gi-Oh! Because like the format is good and like I'm enjoying the decks that I'm playing. But Digimon is number one priority, so I had to stop having fun with Yu-Gi-Oh! Not stop having fun, but I'm definitely taking a back step. For the YCS, it was weird because there's like 2 best decks in the format, and like there's like a couple other things that are like a tier below, and then like those best decks also have variations. There's a couple of like outliers, one of them being Crystron, the deck that I took. The idea of Crystron is you have like you synchro summon on the opponent's turn, and you basically like it's like a mid-range deck.
Is Hulk still at 1?
Hulk is banned.
Okay.
Yeah, he's never coming back.
Yeah, they designed like the new stuff of the new Crystron wave is like really fucking insane. but the deck is still like flawed. The problem is that like it loses to the same things as the one of the other best decks in the format in terms of like the lingering floodgate hand traps that hurt you. So it's like
collateral.
Yeah, you're kind of getting collateral. The deck in a vacuum is very good, but it's like I'm losing to the same things as the best deck. So there's no real advantage for me to play this over Malice, other than like cost, right? Like Christian is significantly cheaper.
Mm-hmm.
So I took Christian to the main event. Main event was weird. I just wasn't playing properly like on the day. I lost one game to a column misplacement, and then I lost the other game. I lost another game to not like my opponent put me on 1,000 life points left. Game 3 scenario, I had like 2 minutes to basically like OTK him and build my board. I just could not do that. Well, no, I did. There was a point where I could have taken one of his cards to do my own OTK, and I fumbled. And then from then on, I just wasn't really feeling playing in the main event instead. And I think that the reason why I wasn't half-assing it. Like leading up to the YCS, I was practicing a lot. I went to like 5 locals in the space of like 2 weeks. But like a day or two before the event, I had like a brainwave of like, wait, one of my favorite decks is like actually pretty good this format. And I didn't have enough time to test it all the way through. So I was like, well, I already tested Christian and I already finalized my list. I'm not going to grief the main event to play my other deck. In reality, I should have just taken my pet deck because I played in the side events and I did like really well in the side events. I farmed some points. I got like some stuff for free.
Was this Utopia?
No. The Utopia stuff isn't out yet. This was Vanquish Soul.
Oh yeah, duh.
Wait, isn't that just a fighting game deck?
Yes.
Hell yeah.
So Vanquish Soul is like really well positioned because the non-engine that you get to play target, like you can build your deck going first. Sorry, if you go first, you beat Ryziel like naturally, and going second, you have like the cards that you play are good into Malice. So then your sideboard, you just basically split your sideboard half for Malice, half for Ryziel, and your deck is like ignorant enough that like anything that is on those decks you just kind of beat, which was pretty much like what happened. Like in the side events, it was just like everything was free, and then like against Ryziel, I like so the way the side events work is like you have like on-demand 8-man pods where like you sign up, pay, it's like 2 packs worth of entry. Then once 8 people have been like have entered, they like get you all together and then sit you down and you play like single elimination. I played in a few of those. I played in they did like effectively like a local where it was like 40 something people and then it was like 4 rounds. I think I only lost in the last round for that, so I still got some points for that. And then all the points that like you accumulate, they go on your account, and then there's like a ticket shop where you can exchange your points for sleeves or mats. Yeah, pretty much like sleeves, mat, OTS packs, which are effectively like promo packs, like other like stuff. So I cashed in on my points, got a few things.
Do those carry over between events? I've never asked.
No, so they do I think they do in the US, but I don't think they don't carry in EU.
Interesting.
And so like for the main event,
do your points accumulate across like when speed duels or is it rush duels? Which was the actual one that survived? That accumulated points as well, right?
Yeah. So like regardless of what format you're playing, because they had like on demand for speed duel, they had maybe not speed duel because I don't know what the speed duel situation is like, but like Edison, right? If you wanted to play like Edison, you can like do Edison pods and still get points that way, and then you can use the points for whatever. And then there were like a couple of other side events, like there was like a 3v3 on like Friday and Sunday. Then they had effectively what they called like the mega challenges, which were small regionals where the winner would get like 80 something points. And then the big things from the shop is like there's like oversized cars and then there's like giant cars, and those sell for like a good amount. So one of them was a Malice card. So like basically like everybody that wasn't in the main event went to the side event to like try get points for the Malice card. But yeah, that was like pretty much it. Basically, main event didn't go so well. Had a lot more fun in the side events.
Yeah. One of the things that makes me excited kind of like for now the Ultimate Cups are kind of being treated as side events for offline things. I'm looking forward to more people having the ability to hey, my, X3 drop and not just disappear for the whole day, go play in an Ultimate Cup, go farm a 3v3. Our region are still pretty good when it comes to farming side events.
But they're best of one.
They're best of one. But like you're already out of main bracket contention, so like.
But I could go get food.
Yeah, that is true.
That is true.
If we go to Paris for this regional in May, and I drop X3, and I'm supposed to choose between French food in the capital.
I'm choosing the capital.
Or best of one. I'll tell you what I'm not doing.
Yeah, having French food. What is French food? Croissant and French onion soup?
Escargot, mon ami.
Oh, actually. Yeah.
Ready
to coffee and cigarettes.
Anyway, shouts to the V League. I still follow you guys on the platform.
Yeah, V League would not have.
V League would not have done Andrew the way they did Andrew.
75-minute rounds. All right, let's get into Pico.
Right, really quick. When's the event in France?
One sec, I have it pulled up. I think it's like May 11th or 12th.
Are the tickets out for that?
No, I think they dropped this weekend.
Tom, if you and Jambo are committing to this World Warrior stick, I want vlogs. I want the where's Tom's not on the podcast this weekend because he's here and he just gives us the little update. It's him and Jambo by Paris. He's like, yeah, I cut off Jambo's leg to sell it.
I got the math wrong, Marcio. It's not the 11th and 12th. It's the 10th and the 11th.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it'd be cool. Let me triple check this.
Yeah, I think it was something. Online regionals, they are the time of all time.
I love online Digimon.
So
I've never said anything bad about it.
It was I want to say it was like a 60-person. Well, like I think there were 50 tables top, so like maybe it did fill out towards the end, but it was a relatively small online event.
Was this the one where Pyramidi won?
Yes, Pyramidi got first and 16th or something.
Yeah, first and then Nume was second.
Yeah, he was fourth.
Oh no,
it was second.
No, Nume, it's like Agu X Nume. Like,
wait, so you're telling me basically people got bored of sticking around and they just let the rock deck kind of.
It's not that rocks are actually relatively well positioned into a lot of things showed up. A lot of the Fenry players crashed into each other and like popped up, which kind of.
Beats Purple Hybrid too, right?
Purple Hybrid, yeah, it wasn't too bad. And honestly, the ability to kind of just like make a 3 in the back, drop close, push out, play like get the second close did quite a bit. Fragment was really useful in some of like the mirrors, being able to like de-digivolve. Like you could sometimes play around de-digivolve, or like if you get de-digivolved, you then go into a fragment piece and then go from there. So there was a couple of ways that they could really, really like play around things. Gogma went foolish, man. Gogma was insane.
I did say that card was like pretty good.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I thought that card said Digiburst too. I was like, I don't get it.
No.
Digiburst one? Crazy.
Yeah. And that's why we were shouting at Jamie constantly to play 4 of it.
Yeah. Dogma, what you asked was asked quite a bit throughout the chat. Every time it was funny. But yeah, it was a long event. They went through the Bandai app, and this is our once again reminder that you are in control of the buttons you press as a TO. Please press play.limitless.com. It has a metagame tab that keeps track of all the deck. It's free. You can just use that for like all different kinds of things, and you can pick best of 3 without running into any issues, without having to remake the entire event. So yeah, they were using the Bandai app, which was a decision. I think they were using the play, like there's a new thing in like the Bandai app where TOs can like quickly set up an event. I think it's to help like new locals kind of just like get events and get numbers to then be able to actually have an official local. The problem with that is it's designed for One Piece. So One Piece being a best of 1 game means if you go through that to set up your event, you are physically locked into best of 1 and there's nothing you can do to fix that, which means you can't report draws. Which meant that obviously, you know, if you were trying to do it as a draw, it would be 00 game loss. So instead they did 75 plus 5. It's crazy that we still had overtime. Like the fact that it was 75 and they were like, still 5 minutes overtime.
Overtime
was crazy.
Just in case you
You can tell that it was 70. Like you look at top 16, you can tell it was 75 plus 5 overtime.
Yeah.
There
like
are control decks falling out of the walls.
Dude, it was insane because me and Adam, like, we'd go for like our 25-minute break and we come back and there's still people at the tables. I personally think we should have started writing their names down because I think you deserve to be on a list. If some of these players went to tiebreak, if you go to tiebreakers in 75 plus 5 and they have to do top cut style tiebreakers in order to break your tie, they should break your leg. Like the TO should be like, they're sending out participation. They have your address. And I think you deserve a mail bomb. Like what are you doing? A very
tough mailman delivers it, and he's holding a baseball bat.
Yeah, it is signed for with your forehead.
I just was 70. I wish I'd written this down before. How long was the Worlds like finals where they had to go for the crazy tiebreakers? Like 75 plus 5 is crazy, right?
Yeah, 75 plus 5.
That's longer than like Worlds finals.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that's what I thought.
Ridiculous. Like the Worlds finals, I think were played on an hour.
Yeah. Bananas.
When's World Finals? Is like the first week of March.
I think it's in 2 weeks. I think it's the second week of March.
Clashes with Amsterdam, right?
Because it's the same weekend as Amsterdam, I believe.
Yeah, so that'd be March.
No, I'm wrong. 3 weeks. It's the
11th, 12th, right? Or 12th.
Sorry,
15th,
the
16th,
first,
something.
the 15th, 16th, but like it's like early in the AM in the UK. So I think it's like, you know, the night of Friday into Saturday is the first part.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, tune into that. I'm going to be watching.
I don't remember. Yeah, I don't remember if restreams. It'd be fun to do a restream, but we're probably just going to do like a local watch party or something. But it'd be fun to do a restream, just like 3 a.m. vibes going, what is he doing? Why are they throwing?
That would be good. We should do that.
So
Misplay for game content, react to Andy's.
My only concern is because Glasgow is like the week after, I don't want them to like on Monday randomly like release a cleanup ban list after Worlds, and then like
this is why I'm going to Amsterdam.
It's so funny to think that like we're like, there's no way they would drop it that soon and that it would take place that soon, because like a lot of the ban lists they've been doing really early and then going into effect. Like I think we're just about close enough, but it would be really funny. Like either way, I don't care. I think the outcome is funny regardless. But yeah, I feel like we're just about close enough, but they couldn't drop it right in front of our regional again, right? They wouldn't do that
always
again.
The spring events too. Always.
Well, I remember.
But Games Expo was what, May?
Games Expo, Games Expo. That one was whatever.
BT13.
Yeah, I hope that like we don't get anything like that. Hopefully, like in my head, it makes the most sense to drop the ban list with World's Convergence or whatever release.
Yeah,
starter deck.
That's in April, right?
April 25th.
Yeah.
So in Unification Day or whatever they want to do it, they'll do it around that time.
Yeah, that makes sense. Just kind of like fresh look on the game.
We haven't done a Misplay episode where we talk about reveals in a little while, and considering that like the unification and stuff is coming up, I thought it'd be pretty cool. We don't have to do it all the time, but holy crap, guys, the adventure cards are sick. I'm a fan.
The adventure cards are cool. The goggle box stuff looks really cool as well.
Well, some of them are I would describe them as built different, and then the rest of them they're like Davis is he's on the what's that protein powder that he's on the
creatine, bro.
Creatine, yeah. Davis is on the creatine.
Davis strikes me as a guy that actually doesn't use like Davis strikes me as a guy that like is like downing creatine and just not like actual any protein powder. He's like, I don't get it. All I'm doing, he's just like zipping off the wall.
Yeah.
It's just old pre-workout.
Yeah, he never goes to work out. He's just eating pre the whole time.
Yeah. My thing is like, out of like the BT21 stuff that's been revealed so far, the only thing that like remotely interests me is like Davis, because like, oh yeah, baby, Armor Rush, we're so fucking back.
You don't want to play Gamamon? I think the new Gamamon cards look pretty cool. Anyway.
Yeah. The Takuya is crazy though. Like I think like the Davis obviously we love as Armor enjoyers, but I think
what's this we?
you know, 2/3 of the podcast are really interested in this.
Magnamon goes 6 months without a card challenge.
Hey,
no,
look,
fuck Magnamon.
There's been no new Magnamons. We know one's coming because he's on the board.
Gentlemen. What do you want?
No, okay.
The build around in your new Armor Rush, the build around in this new Armor Rush deck is not going to be the 2 uncommons they have revealed. No. They're going to print you an SR Magnamon.
No, all of the SRs are tamers. There's barely enough space now.
Yeah, that is true.
There are no blue SRs revealed so far. It's going to be Magnamon.
Okay,
Davis.
But it'll be like unsuspend.
It'll be like
unsuspend.
Or is he red blue?
Really? I thought they were all red and then their second color.
Trust me. They'll just do like they'll do an extreme jihad or something, and they'll do like unsuspend, and then like for every armor he like DP minuses by 1 or something.
Oh, he's called Dukemon actually.
No. Trust me. It'll just be like an unsuspend and shrink. That's
we have Plasma Shot. Like that card exists in the game. You know that, right?
We just need another unsuspender. That's all we need. Just something to unsuspend.
This time the blue deck. No, I agree.
Fire rocket, and unsuspend.
I don't know if this is terrible taboo. Like Magna X is not broken in any way. Like people are just mad about blockers, I guess.
He is really annoying.
If they print
he's annoying.
Sure, he's annoying. Yeah, but like half of Digimon is just decks that are annoying now. You're playing a competitive game. Like your opponent's job is to inconvenience you.
Yeah.
Yeah, the armor cards are interesting. I think it's funny that he can't use the new Davis because he's not an armor form, right? Magna X. So you can't armor.
Yeah, that's
him.
always been the thing though.
Yeah. Okay. I thought that was neat that it was like you can't use Magna X, give something total immunity, and then go into like the most roid raged Flamedramon you've ever seen.
Yeah.
The Davis would like
plays Davis.
Oh, that'd be actually so good.
If you have 2 or fewer Davis, that'd be cool.
And unsuspend.
Yeah,
sure. Why not?
It needs it for real. It could be the first Magnamon with an inherit, guys.
Oh no, absolutely not. Please,
no. Because that makes you need to use the Davis.
Yeah, I mean, it would make the Ragermon cool.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. The only thing I would want, like, if it plays Davis Motorhome, just straight.
Not Davis in name. No Davis in name. Just specifically a tamer with like, a tamer that's
called Davis. Like pick up one Davis, play one Davis.
No helpful name text, just says Davis. Well, doesn't Armor Rush need the old Daiken? Like, isn't that like its bread and butter?
Nah.
You don't need it? All right, my bad. You don't need it.
Like armor texture. Like, realistically, you ran enough Magnas that unsuspended or you armor textured. So you just put someone in a 50-50 where, like, if my shit dies, cool, I unsuspend with Magna. If my shit doesn't die, I armor texture and come in with, like, a 2-cost unsuspended, like, 4. I think the decks get, like, I'm probably gonna take Loki Marcio's, like, Evil Marcio's BT15 list and, like, swap all of the stuff. And just see what the new, like, kind of like how, if you were to just 1-for-1 swap all the cards, how it plays. And then I'm probably going to put a bunch of Flamedramons that don't need to be there in the list because, boy, golly, it's a good time to enjoy Flamedramon.
Yeah, we'll see.
He absolutely loves trading with Chimeramon.
Just asking for a real Millimeter and then I'll move on from BT21.
But yeah, I think if they play something that only plays Davis and therefore can't be appropriated by Imperial Dramon, I think that, you know, maybe finally we can have something that plays Davis. So I can go, you know, evolve 4, play Davis, play Vmon, smile.
I don't know about that one, but I love the aspiration.
I don't know. He costs 4, so I'm kind of curious to see, because I don't think any of the hero cards have cheat out their respective tamer yet. Because like if they're still trying to put together a
no, Ty does the cheating. He all things with play cost can be played out by Ty.
Right. Okay. Because
so Ty can replace himself with tamers.
Yeah, that was the thing I was trying to figure out. Because like I'm once all the hero cards are out, I know that like the official like Japanese Digimon YouTube channel is gonna put together like a hero box showcase where it's like, hey, all of these cards come together to make the protagonists, because I feel like they're setting that up for the villain set now. They've started like, you know, the leaks have started talking about a villain set.
It would be really cool if it actually was just like, I don't know what keyword they would use. I guess it's gonna have to be heroes and villains.
Yeah, I feel like it would.
But like the idea that they're just like, here's, because like think of the villains in Digimon, right? Like it's
Edamon.
It's like Apoclymon, Edamon,
Bagra,
Devimon. A man in Tokyo in season 3, a human man. In season 4, it's a train getting delayed. In season 5, it's Marcus's missing dad. Like, it's all over the place.
Yeah, it would be really fun.
Some crazy stuff.
I feel like they would probably, like, it would just be like a bunch of like monster of the week villains or like reoccurring villains. So you get like maybe your Devimon, you get your Arukani Tommymon, you get your Dokuga maybe, and then you just like, the problem is there's a lot of the villains are 6s and 7s, so like you're just gonna get like Mallow, Apocalypse, probably Bagro.
The only level 5 villain in the whole thing is what's he called? HerculesKabuterimon, the Gamamon 5.
No,
Mallow's a 6.
Mallow's a 6.
Regular Mayo.
Oh yeah, Myotis is a 5.
I guess they fight him, yeah.
Like Arukani Momimon are considered. Arukani Momimon are considered alts.
Devi's a 4.
Yeah, Devi's a 4.
Yeah.
But I don't even know. This is what I mean. Like, if they used WarGreymon as the poster, what the heck are villains? Like, what constitutes a villain?
Yeah, that's the thing. They talked about it's Black WarGrey.
Yeah.
So I'm finally like, the dreams of the Dark Spire Black WarGrey are not quite dead, but it's not looking good. It's not looking good.
I wonder what the game is going to be like with like a Greymon deck like at the forefront again. Because
I'm keen. There's a lot.
We haven't had a Greymon meta since like what?
BT 14.
Even in 14, that was like
it was stretching. Shine had been hit pretty bad.
It was like 13 was like the last, I would say, like definite.
13 proper, yeah. I would say like I would say there's an argument that like in EX5 maybe because like it was like not horrible against Anubis and like not horrible against like everything else.
So the thing is, like, if you were going to play a red deck, try and play around Anubis, you played red hybrid.
Well, it was black WarGreymon, right? Like that.
No. Victory WarGreymon.
Oh, sorry. Of course. Yeah.
That was Victory. That card was like genuinely like, good against Anubis.
Yeah, that was cool.
That's fair. But I maintain if you were playing, you should have just played hybrid because like that actually had a good matchup against Anubis.
Yeah.
God, what a format! Reminding me of EX5. Yeah, Greymon would be cool to see if it bring back because like it's been, I would say like the fringe usefulness. Like I'm an Omnimon defender. I think Omnimon has some stuff it does that's pretty sweet. But I think if you want to be like, Tai is my favorite guy from my favorite anime, I think low key the deck that you should be playing right now is just Agumon. And like that's just kind of better than the Greymon decks right now. Like
I feel like the Agumon Andes haven't watched that movie.
Good. Maybe we'll see. Because it is great. It turned 5 this week.
I think like Omni is fine. Like I'm not saying this because I've been like spamming the deck, but like, oh, it's so annoying. Every time I queue into something, I'm like, fuck, man, your deck is like so cringy. If I could just like Omni X you right now, I would win. I would just win.
Yeah.
Yeah, just like this, all these like Tau Loop decks. It's like I make my Omni, and I'm like, if only I had another asshole that just said delete everything.
Yeah.
Why don't you just play the other French Omniac? It does spin a whole board.
Which French Omniacs? Oh, yeah.
The BT10 one.
Yeah, Kurt's fine.
I mean, it doesn't clear a whole board. That's
it clears all your highest level.
One thing very good.
Yeah, it clears.
Is it all highest levels?
Is that all highest or all lowest? It clears like everything.
I think it's tied. Pick up a security and then all highest level.
Oh, that might not be like horrible, but the problem is like
getting it.
It's like they have like one level 7 out and then like a bunch of 6s, so you don't just get everything. Like French Omnimon, it's just like, oui, monsieur, I'm going to turn into a croquette.
Raid does so much for that card, man. Like just being able to like D Reaper's not having levels, and you're like, I don't care, bro. Hold this.
I'm turning you into French onion soup.
Become a clip. Yeah, Omnimon's tight. But yeah, Greymon, I think depending on how you look at it, I think there's some dooming because all of the adventure Greymon cards so far have been revealed in BT21, which I've
wait, really?
Yeah, all of the Greymon and Garurumon cards, the black and purple Greymon and Garurumon cards have been in 21 except for the rookies. So if I was a betting man, I would guess that the Agumon and WarGreymon will be in the starter deck, and then we'll get a Melga and Gabumon in the other starter deck, and then their corresponding tamer as well. But like the Metal Greymon and the Greymon, I presume, are going to be Gonna just be, what's it called? BT21 cards as like support for people who buy the adventure decks. Which is cool. Also, the Agumon from the starter deck is a hero tagged card. So, you know, you get
that card's an Omnimon card.
Yeah, it is. It's really sweet. I'm so sad that the eggs are not going to be red or blue because it would really do a lot for me. But they're going to be black and purple. But that's okay. That's what happens. You can't have it all. But that's you guys got anything else that's hype from the reveals? The Garudamon today was cool. I saw Marcio gassing up some bird stuff.
Yeah.
I welcome birds getting new toys because I like games being well appropriately paced.
It's like, so that card is, I wouldn't say the card is frustrating. I think the card is very good, but you're skipping like half of the text and you're just kind of taking like two little bits of it, and those
security
two little
attack
bits,
plus and alliance.
Yeah, it's like the alliance is good, and then like the fact that it gains DP is like not irrelevant. The problem is like two colors in your tamers is like, okay, so it's like always Sora, and then you'll either be like Analog or Alice as the other one.
I feel like Analog's probably more likely, right?
Yeah, Analog is probably more likely.
Corner base of the deck.
But then like you're basically playing Analog in Stack Birds, which is like not, the card's fine. But because you don't have a way to like force your deletion effects, you're not gaining like the full value off of the Analog. You're just using it as like a supplementary searcher, and like you already have a tamer that searches. So really, like the thing, the main thing for it is like you're just using it for the sec attack plus, and then the alliance. So it means that it basically makes BT15 Phoenixmon a lot better, because one of the issues with BT15 Phoenixmon is like it didn't apply a lot of pressure by itself. Yeah. But now like you can like raise up 4, evolve into this for 3, gain a security check, then going to like Garuda X. The Garuda X is a slightly bigger pop. Instead of being like 8K, it's now like a 10K pop. Mm-hmm. And then the cool thing is that the Phoenix will then play out the body for you to alliance with. So regular BT15 Phoenix is 3 checks with this Garuda. So this card
it gives the value to your searchers too. So it's like there's anything supplemental, like a scramble that you don't have Akiho for becomes useful in this.
Yeah, it is really cool that you now get to like play, like you can have greater control over like what you get to flashbang rush and what will just stay rushant and still get you that security check. So I think the deck's like lines are going to be even sicker than they currently are. But
for Ancient Grey, I don't think the card is like as good, because that deck is like a little bit more specific in like the pieces that it plays. This is much better for like a 1 stack, like big value.
I mean, the closest thing that Ancient, like what's it called, Turkey Dinosaurs? The closest thing Turkey Dinosaurs wants is just essentially another power creep version of Wings of Love, right? Like,
yeah,
pretty much. I mean, Omni X can like, I think like Omni X is very good in stack.
It's a vaccine too. That blew my mind.
Yeah. It's a vaccine, but the thing is like because it deletes everything except like itself and then like another opponent's Digimon, you get to delete your own birds. So like you get to like, if you have like a second stack, you can like Omni X kill your main stack and then proc all of your on deletions once again.
I didn't realize you could target your own board. That's crazy.
It's both. It's Gaia Reactor on steroids.
Oh, it's probably supposed to be all delete, right?
Oh yeah, probably.
Yeah, pretty much. It's because that's why the card is like bonkers in regular Omni, because you can proc your own Mega Knights.
That's true. Yeah, very cool. I'm a big fan.
Yeah, decent card.
Show us the birds, Andes. I know 3 of you.
Yep. It is really funny though. This like for whatever reason it only just clicked with me when Garuda came out. I was like, the purple hybrid matchup for this must be hysterical. As you set up,
have to blow up your stuff. Yeah.
You set up like 15 different colored tamers and they go, oh damn,
thanks.
I guess like
you can actually mill out the birds though.
Yeah,
it's
like
pretty weird. It's not great, but
like in adventure box, you're just gonna be like, all right, what have you not already given your stuff? I mean, orange.
Yeah, it'll be cool to see. I also think like one of the things about this as an archetype that is interesting is like, yeah, it'll be cool coming out of a box. Like you buy the adventure starter decks, you play with them. It's a cool new player experience. We know that the Matt and TK give these things rush.
Yeah.
So like this deck is also a combo deck, and I expect to see it do some cool stuff.
He is blue, by the way. So he is
blue.
All the tamers are SRs.
Well, sorry, yeah, I got confused. So tamers being at the end of the set has not replaced the ability for them to do a blue Digimon SR. It has not changed the numbering.
Mm-hmm.
So like there are still the same amount of super rare Digimon slots that when the tamers are like this, I believe.
Really?
Yeah, scroll to the Sangomon's a good indicator for this. Sangomon will tell you how many red cards there are.
Blue cards.
So what number is that? 31. Yeah, there are a couple extra red SRs.
What? How do you
So the
figure
rookies
that out?
are the lowest level. So there also could be a red primary level 7 in these slots too. That's the other thing we haven't seen. But if this is the first blue rookie, that means the cards preceding it are red super rares, right?
How do you?
Maybe.
Oh yeah, because I guess it's what 30 per color.
Not always. It's just like they usually like unless there are 4 or more. Like what's the Flamedramon? Is he the first red?
Oh, he's blue first.
Oh, they changed how the sorting works too, right? So that it used to be name had some implication on where you were in this set as well. Like alphabetically, your name would change where you were in this set. My point is I expect there to probably be maybe one more blue rookie, and I think there might be another blue level 4 before Flamedramon there, because it looks like there's Flamedramon, something Raydramon, which I would assume is Shellmon if I was going to make a guess.
Yeah.
I think the Shellmon's between Flamedramon and Lydramon. And so all of those cards before Sangomon, therefore, are red cards.
I was going to suggest, like, because I just saw, like, the Wind Guardian stuff, like, popping out. And I was like, oh, we could, like, have a look at the Wind Guardian stuff and do what we did last time. But then I remember last time we did the Deep Saver stuff. We created the coolest deck of all time. And then I don't think I can disappoint myself again.
Marcio, don't worry, though. That is the bonus content. So we can cook up the coolest thing. And when it comes up for the public and it's completely different, I'm like, damn, they should hire us.
We've actually kind of got the golden opportunity here where they'll basically come out at the same time.
Yeah.
Like us, our theory, and the actual archetype, which will be really funny.
On a side note, the Puppetmon's quite incredible.
So sick. This card's crazy.
It will be like, let's say you're green. I think green is turned into like the new purple or the new yellow. Like every good card is like hella expensive for like no payoff. Like Zephace, Cherubiace, what are some of the other ones? There's like a bunch of like green cards that are just like, oh, medieval. Green is just becoming like a pay to win color, but you don't even win. You're just paying. It's just a pay color. It's a pay to play.
Well, yeah.
Which is funny because it's famously the deck that cheats costs the most.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's funny too because like that's within the context of just playing green good stuff. Like this is also a Wind Guardians card, so if you guys have seen any of the other Boko or if you've played any of these other decks, this is going to be color soup. It's probably going to be like green, red, blue or something.
It'll be like green, black, yellow.
Biomon in red. The Vmon cards, I presume they're going to make the Vmon cards blue.
Aren't the hybrids also? Isn't like Zephyrmon, is she like Wind Guardian tag?
She's not in the VPET.
We're gonna check it later. Like,
yeah, we're just spoiling our own video.
So,
don't even worry about it.
For Puppet itself, though, like I think Puppet is like pretty good as like a generic
card.
That's the thing, right? First of all, it's a plan card. Like that will matter for like exactly Blue Mord. But Blue Mord is like so past its like shelf life. Like the deck hasn't done anything. It's a bunch of people posting their locals run with the deck, and it's like, whoa, Bloom's still gone, and it's like, yeah, that's crazy. Go play it at an event.
I'm just saying. If Johnny doesn't keep queuing into random purple hybrid players or getting cheated.
This should be a card that Johnny should put into his deck over the stupid Gargomon.
He will.
He loves that. He loves that card.
Yeah.
He will. I believe in him. It has reboot blocker.
The card is very good for exactly Bloomlord. But in like Wind Guardians, of course. But all the other decks, I'm kind of like, you have better options. Unless the format calls for the Digivolve, then yes, this card is better. But like most of the green decks that are successful right now, for the most part, are like go wide decks. So it's like Leopard, Terrier, Lance to whatever degree, like even Bugs, like all the green decks are going kind of wide. And like at that point, Cherubi is a little bit better. At like
because it scales.
Zephace as well. So like, but there'll be a point where like Puppetmon will be preferred.
Yeah, I think the fact that they're not as scared to put a D-Digivolve 2 on level 6 now, I think like seeing the Oriyumon, it's like D-Digivolve 2 is like a very real number. Even in an X-Antibody format, like where one of those is kind of getting stoked up, D-Digivolve 2 answers a lot of problems.
It's also answering something at like it answers things in two ways, like a basic green game plan of like, oh, I'll just suspend you, and then like the Digivolve and bot deck. As long as you don't have like lingering protection, if the protection is like face up on the card. So like an example would be like Gallon X. Like Gallon X can no, the removal would work regardless. That's a bad example. What's something that's like Galacti, right? Like Galacti is a good example where like you just put them down into like a snatch and then bot deck set snatch.
Or protected cards versus unaffected cards, right?
Yes, that's exactly it. Or like you can also use it defensively if the opponent swings, because like you're catching them while they're already suspended. You don't have to actually suspend it in the first place.
Yeah, and while if they've also got, like, Digivolve around, like Digivolve actually so like sure it doesn't get rid of a body, but like Digivolving just being now like you might lose 3 memory for having 2 bodies on board is kind of crazy.
Is the effect like are the effects separate? Is it like is it Digivolve 1 and then bot deck is suspended?
Yes, there is a full stop between the
Digivolve 2, bot deck is suspended.
Yeah, okay. The card's even good against like Fenrir.
It's cool too because it gives you like it has a. I saw somebody like messing around with the like lines on this because it gives you like a surprising amount of flexibility against the hybrids, because most of the hybrids right now are like 4s that slide to another 4 and do a thing. Like Purple Hybrid does it too. So this gives you the choice to either just Digivolve the first thing and then bot deck a Digimon, or take both Digimon cards, bot deck 1, trash the second one, and then stick them back as a sideways tamer, which is like really interesting. So you have a lot of like interesting flex point stuff. Like 2 as a number for Digivolve is really good against those decks.
Do you think like a black deck would play this? Like say for example like D-Brigade. I mean D-Brigade have better things.
D-Brigade has
if
really
I'm being,
good face.
I don't want to leak a list that hasn't finished all the stuff on it, but like I think this is low-key a Vemmon card.
It's probably better than Shadow Seraphi, right?
The shrink is really good, but I think bot decking something that you can't. Like it gives you a point of interaction where keeping something or like tapping something down makes your Galacticmon more useful into it. Like Black loves it's Black hates getting suspended but loves having suspended things to hit, and this is the way that you would achieve that. So
I think one thing that's also interesting is that it has blocker reboot. So like sometimes you'll see a Shadow Seraphi player like swing you once, and then I think they can unsuspend with the Vemmons regardless of name, right?
Yeah, the inherit is truly universal.
Yeah, so they do just go check. This actually allows them to go check, unsuspend, which I think is going to allow them to still play defensively without kind of like running it down like Shadow Seraphi. So I mean, he's a cool casual.
That's also assuming that they don't get like Galacti Ace, right? Like
yeah, we'll see what they get given, but I do think this card has some potential there. So
the main thing is like it gives Black the green treatment of like green now has kind of a diversified enough like removal pool between like beating over something, bottom decking it, DP minusing, or digivolving. Black gets that as well, where it's like I'm not just digivolving or deleting you, I can now also bot deck you, right? That's like there's not a ton of black decks that have access to bot deck.
Yeah, it really helps with all the purple stuff.
Just seen in chat, gonna be good with Digimon. I love that for you. Really enjoy that. I hope
Digimon is like the deck that never was.
Digimon is the least future-proofed green card they've ever printed.
Digimon is like, it could.
The good thing it's bad, otherwise it would be another HPD.
It's like what Digimon wants to be what Leopard is, right? Where it's like a generic green toolbox, but the cohesion just kind of wasn't there.
But he's really cool.
Well, the thing is, like,
cool.
it was like Digimon is weird because it felt like it should have been a black card because it's about play cost, not reduction in cheapness. Because like Digimon
is it not green black?
Well, he is green black, but you'd think it would be a black, like real black identity. Like I guess the green identity is that it spawns guys. Oh no, he is. He just evolves over.
He evolves over black, but he's mono green.
Yeah. So he's like the thing I think is weird is like you said, like Leopardmon is a great comparison because Leopardmon doesn't care what your card's cost is; it just reduces, which is very green. This is not super green. This is kind of like black free play stuff.
I guess like it's cool that it can spawn multiple bodies. Like it's definitely very green in that it plays stuff without cost and it scales.
So that's just D-Brigade.
I wish we could like fix some of these cards and give them extra effects, potentially even like.
Well, oh, dude, I was thinking about that recently, actually, and I thought it might be fun, because it's like a fun little theory crafting thing. And I have a lot of fun coming here on the podcast and doing this stuff with you guys, and it's like fun to get the gears turning, make us all thinking about creative stuff together. And I thought, why don't we share that fun with the chat and the audience at home? So I invite you all to my patch note party. And then this is where the jingle would go, but I haven't finished it. Do you want to play like a Mario Party thing? Just through OBS really quick?
Yeah, give me a star.
Can I get a you got a star?
You got a star.
Anyway, welcome to Patch Note Party. Woo! It's a new segment here on Misplay for Game that we're beta testing tonight because I was working on it this week. It's not.
I've got YouTube muted.
It's so not finished, by the way. We will have something else.
Yeah, I got owned. I tried to play the Mario Party 8 jingle. I forgot that like YouTube is site-wide muted.
This is a great time for me to ping at here in the Misplay for Game server where you can check us out on Discord. It's the link will probably be somewhere if this is edited. But
Brother, you have access to announcements. I beg you don't post it in general.
Oops, I was typing in general. It's a good life.
I beg you put it in announcements or like uploads and streams. Maybe uploads and streams. That'll get people to click on the link. It's right there.
Okay. I didn't know I had admin permission for that one.
My brother in Christ, you were a host.
Yeah, I know. I don't. That's not nicer. Listen, guys.
Hey, look.
He's the producer. We're just the talent.
Yeah. No, Marcio did set up a bunch of the roles.
I show up.
That's the key.
Okay, no, he didn't do the roles. He did all of the channels.
I'm doing it.
So the pet channel, that's thanks to
the channels.
If you like me putting random pictures of my cat, you should either be in the Discord and or become a member. So that way you get the other chat where I drop even more pictures of my cat where she climbs into my Uber Eats bag.
You ever go on Discord and it says, hey, bro, you're about to ping 30 or more people? And I'm like, hell yeah, I do. Yeah, welcome to the Passionate Party. I made a PDF earlier today that Andrew has hopefully.
You should have done an at everyone. I'm going to do an at everyone.
Dude, I would love to get the server double pinged. That's hilarious.
New segment, PogChamp.
Andrew, you should ping it again for a third time to get people to mute the server.
No, I'm gonna behave. I'm gonna open up this PDF that presumably.
Do you remember when we were talking about how we never do audio jokes?
Yeah.
Oh my God, you type it. Okay, new segment, PogChamp, new segment.
Those one by one. All right. Yeah. Here's Passionate Party. Here's this really useful PDF that I'm assuming everyone was supposed to see.
Yeah, it is. This is fine. This is welcome to it's placeholder art now, which is why it contains an Adobe stock image of a stethoscope.
Hell fucking yeah, brother.
Welcome to Patch Note Party. If you're seeing this on the YouTube, you can check us out on Misplay for Game live at the YouTube or the Twitch channel KnTElixar, and also here on this YouTube channel. We're live on most Saturdays. Come through. Anyway, Patch Note Party is a new little project we've been working on where sometimes I feel like people get kind of nostalgic for their favorite cards. Digimon's 5 years old right now, as is Last Kizuna, which I was recently reminded of, and it upset me. And if you have enjoyed Digimon over the 5 years, chances are you have a card that you love. Oh no, that take was really good. That's fine. Don't even worry about it.
No, you keep going.
Awesome. Yeah, chances are you have a card you like that you don't get to use that much anymore because it might be kind of doo-doo. Or maybe it was a card that you loved from the franchise, but it let you down. Here at Patch Note Party, we give out stars, which is why the confetti is stars, to our collaborators here, our folks at the clinic, who are going to help us patch some cards. The way this works is we all get to supply the context and 3 changes. So, for example, shall we use our first card that I've provided as the example?
Ooh,
we've got BT1 WarGreymon WarGreymon from a short-lived yellow shrink pile that my good friend Terry really likes.
Short-lived. That format was like a summer long, bro.
No, I mean like it didn't get any more future support. I guess yellow.
Yeah, not direct. It's not like, okay, not to be like pedantic about it. I remember some of the Sylphie piles played it, like BT8 Sylphie decks played it, but like that's about it.
Generically good yellowish.
Yeah, it was a generic yellow guy. Anyway.
So this card's not been good for a little while, and if you're my friend Terry, who again this inspired my choice, I'm sorry to have to tell you that the card's not been good for a little while. The card
sucks.
But the card's been bad since Marsmon came out, and even that's a stretch. But our job here as part of the Patch Note team is we're going to be providing the context for a card and giving it 3 changes. So we get 3 choices. We can give it or take away a keyword. We can give it or change. You can like add or subtract or just change values on the card. So play cost, Digivolution, DP, any shrinks, any pops, anything like that, any thresholds that require a value in a digit sense, that's what we're doing. We can change or remove text as like a text effect. So like any one paragraph of an effect with the trigger, or like a black Digivolution box for cards that are a little old that need some love. And the last thing is we can add or remove color factors. So cards that can ignore color things, changing the color on the card, anything like that. But it's all conditional on context. So I would say, I like this WarGreymon. I would like for it to be usable in Greymon, and I would say I would love a black evolution box that says evolves over level 5s with Greymon in the name.
And that would be
one of my 3 choices. That would be I was considering that one a text effect, because it's like a new prompt of text on the thing, like how Digivolution boxes work in BT8.
Okay.
So yeah, that's the idea. Welcome to the patch note party.
Let's go.
We don't have to use this one as a burner. I have catered our list today somewhat to my own taste, somewhat to our channel members. Thank you very much to everyone who's a channel member for youtube.com/KnTElixar. There's a members channel in the Discord that helps submit suggestions for this. So if you're interested and you have an old card that you like, consider being a channel member, and I will be sifting through your submissions.
And if you are a channel member but you can't connect your YouTube to Discord, just message me and I will manually assign you the fun stuff. So you can be part of the Cool Kids Club and get random pictures of my cat in weird bags that she doesn't belong in.
Yeah, it's been a busy week here in Misplay. So shall we? Do you guys have any takes on BT4 WarGreymon? It would be really funny to my friend Terry if we didn't actually do this card and we just moved on.
No. As somebody who gets fucking not bullied but harassed by Terry on the regular, I'll fix his card for him. Number one.
What context are you giving this? What are you changing it to be in?
Context as in, like, run that back.
So the idea is you get your 3 points to change something, but you have to say why you're changing it, what deck you would want it playable in.
Oh, I see.
So for context, the deck that this would probably go in would be like, it would be a near OTK deck, like, do you know the EX5 Mitama support, like Repamon and Kirinmon? This card would be for that deck.
Like a yellow vac OTK.
Yeah, like it would be like yellow vac OTK, like super glass cannon, like turn 2, just like swing out and like burst your opponent down.
Hell yeah.
0 protection, just pure aggression. Especially with Volder Arm, like you'd go like swing this motherfucker, like a bunch of damage and then Volder Arm on top of this and like call it a game plan. So for that, if we look at that package, you play the Kiaromon that gives you jamming, so you don't need any DP modifying changes. So I can save a point on that. Like I don't need to change any values because it evolves for 3, which is fine. And the 11k DP genuinely does not matter. So I would first give it a keyword. If I'm correct, let me open up card dev. Or any
of your favorite scorchers here.
Yeah, any of your favorite ones. I need to read Repamon. So let me open up EX5. What was the picture for EX5? Oh, Animal Coliseum. Wow, that says fucking blows. Anyway.
So real for that.
You already have the DP minus stuff from the Repamon, and the Rep would give you -2. Right? Because you'd go swing Reppa reduces evolution cost by 2, so then you can go into Kirin, then Kirin trashes 1 to unsuspend for a cost of 1. So then you can training into this guy, you've dealt a damage. First, I would give him Sec attack +1. I want to put my opponent to 0 security.
Good choice.
It would just, because you swing 1 with Reppa, unsuspend, then evolve into, unsuspend with Kirin, then evolve into this. Then you can go 2 checks, 2 checks. Your opponent is at 0 security.
So that's your first point of your 3. So that's your first piece for the patch note.
Secondly, I would give him a evolve clause where, would I put do I want like a red Greymon deck to use this, or like a black?
Can I hit you with the mix-up? I think this could hella be an adventure card.
Yeah, we can make this an adventure card. We'll do that. We'll add like a.
So he's adventure Dragon King.
Yep. Vaccine yellow.
Vaccine Yellow now has Sec +1. So Adventure, Sec +1, which means that, like, if you want to... Yeah, if you want to do Alliance shenanigans with that, like, because some of your stuff gives you Alliance, you can...
Pretty cool.
You still get a lot of damage. And then the final thing, would I change color?
You can also add, or like, you don't have to get rid of yellow.
Sorry, that's what I meant. Yeah, I could add a color, right? So what evil 7s could I put on top of this?
I like it. It unsuspends, right? So you just
I was gonna say, you guys would be surprised when I was concocting the rules for this. Adding blue makes a lot of cards really good.
No, you can't do blue because I'm giving it Sec Attack +1. I don't want to kill my opponent like with an OTK. I want to burst my opponent down to like very little to no security. If I make it blue, you put Blitz Omni on top, and that's game. That's like incredibly unfair.
Okay, fair.
Like training plus Repamon is OTK. That's like.
Okay, that means it can't be red either for that thing.
Yeah, it can be red either. If I make it green, do I get anything out of making it green?
You could make it black and make a sepia color search.
Yeah.
And more WarGreymons are black.
Yeah.
Or maybe I just like add another keyword. I think like
barrier.
So I was thinking that like the routes like Marcio took, like you can either try and save on it by like giving it jamming through the line, or you either put jamming.
I know what I would give it.
Go on.
Fortitude. So
that's awesome.
That's awesome.
So if you get sacked in security by like a security bomb,
is this the first Fortitude Digimon with no on play?
Yeah. It's actually so funny, right? Because it just like has no on play, but it has Fortitude.
Fortitude and Rush.
you could make it when attacking also an on play if you really wanted to.
You want to just have it burn one unsuspend.
Yeah. No, I would give it Fortitude because the most annoying thing about like the Repamon deck and the Kira deck is if you get hit by a security bomb, you don't actually have any protection. At least this way, you just don't deal as much damage and you can still cash in on your WarGreymon and put something on top of it or like use it as like an ace fodder.
I actually do like that a lot because I was thinking like you either give it barrier or jamming, or you have it so the -6 KDP is also hit security for -6 because then you beat over everything that isn't exactly a 16k body in security.
Yeah.
Which are all like cute ways, but Fortitude's way cooler.
In my head, like that shell of like Kiaro, Rappa, and Kirinmon, they already give you all the things that you don't need to put on this card because you get the extra -2 from the Rappa, you get the Kirin ESS, the unsuspend, you have the jamming. This card just needs Sec Attack +1. What did I say? Sec Attack +1, Fortitude, and Adventure Tag. So then the new stuff can make use of this card.
Yeah, I dig it.
I love that. Adventure Tag also lets you give it Rush, which is pretty sweet. So you give it Rush on attacking.
Yeah.
If Fortitude Rush.
Fortitude Blocker.
Yeah, Fortitude Blocker. Sick. Yeah. There we go.
Yeah, I love that.
Mamma mia.
He cooked with that one, chat. Listen, I'm gonna rip the Band-Aid off of my discoveries early. There are a whole lot of Digimon that you can break with removing once per turns and giving them Fortitude and Rush. I had that problem a lot when I was coming up with the rules for this game.
No,
you thought Melgo was annoying before it had Rush? Wait till you see Melgo with Rush. No, also, WarGreymon's back.
I'm going to try like keep the cards like in spirit to like what the deck wants to do. Tom, take it away.
Okay, so it's not all WarGreymon, chat. I just wanted to have a couple of cards in here for me. I have catered some of this first week of Patch Note Party to my co-hosts, of course. So there will be some cards in here that Andrew and Marcio are a big fan of. But BT1 WarGreymon was my original favorite Digimon card the first times I played this game. I really started going to locals in BT6, but I was collecting cards as early as BT5 when the starter deck got announced. So this is my dude. And if I've said anything on the podcast, it's that I wake up in the night to hunt down SetCon players. It's my jam. WarGreymon, I think you could do a couple things to fix this card.
I bet I know what the first one is.
I would add a keyword when attacking to that top effect.
That's not what I thought you were going to say.
This dude needs when digivolving, when attacking, security attack +1. Not once per turn. So this is a potentially 3-check Digimon that ignores option cards. It's balanced by having a 3 evolution cost and 11k, which is quite small for a Greymon, guys.
In Greymon, it's so small in Greymon.
It's a little deck. Second effect, something I've been wanting to experiment with, is evolves over. Sorry, this is a text effect change. A black evolution box to evolve over Greymon in name. I think it would be really cool if this had potential to go over like this new Alliance Greymon that we've got, so that like the Alliance stuff could play with this. I think that could be pretty sweet. Skull Greymon over this thing would be cool. That's kind of where I'm feeling with it right now. And then the third check, I think realistically, it doesn't need a ton to be like super solid. So I'm thinking as well, it could just have the Yu Yakuga text of just like option cards don't work on it one turn when it digivolves.
Fair. That is absolutely not where I thought that was going. I thought your first change for sure was you were gonna put a full stop after the word skills in that second effect. I thought you were just gonna say this Digimon doesn't activate security skills. Full stop, end the sentence. And there was like that, yeah, kill the tamers as well. That's where I absolutely thought this was going.
I wanted to try and keep it in Greymon flavor because like the deck's already got Hades Force and Black War Grey and stuff. Like it doesn't need a ton of help dealing with tamer cards. But it is funny that of all the decks in the game that randomly got option card hate, they gave it to Greymon after this dude was the first WarGreymon in a main set. I was like, we got to keep that flavor. And it's been a little while since we had a real ass like Greymon one banger. Some people have said that the starter deck Greymon is finally fading away into the night, and you can't really justify playing a dude that only evolves over red level 3 instead of name Agumon. But love that. I would belf this all the way up. I think 2 security extra damage, ignoring the security control stuff. Very based, very in flavor for WarGreymon. So those are my changes. So to recap, first one, adding a keyword. Second one, adding the evolution box. And then third one, immunity for the one digivolving. So that's, I guess, 3 text effects and 2 text effects and a keyword.
Oh, sorry, that's a separate when digivolving.
Yeah, when digivolving for the option immunity, just like Yu Yakuga. I'm taking Yu Yakuga. I'm adding the keyword when attacking, not once per turn. And I am adding the text box evolves over Greymon level 5s.
Mm-hmm.
I like that you have
cinema
when attacking not once per turn. Not because like Greymon not really known to fully unsuspend generally, but I like that you've just left it there just in case some other red hate pile.
Oh, like... no, sorry. It's so that you can get it on the turn you digivolve.
Oh, I see.
No, sorry, on the turn that you didn't digivolve.
No, and the turn you did.
Yeah, on the turn you're training into this when digivolving, sec +1. When attacking, give me an extra check.
Another one. Yeah.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, that's fair, actually. Yeah, no, I was thinking you were just like, hey, but if Savior makes you unsuspend, let me hit 5.
It keeps some of its red staple stuff in that this card would just get jobbed by Venusmon and you'd have to play a real control deck instead of security control. But maybe that's for the best. Anyway, you guys got anything you'd like to tweak on the patch note party?
Nah.
I think I agree with Andrew. Like, I feel like if we really wanted to, like, you know, just for old time's sake, we could just like
delicate plan.
Yeah, just like option cards. No, just full no security.
Hey, they keep printing level 4s that come out of security, man. Maybe there is some truth to that.
Yeah, I think it'd be really funny. You don't lose to a Magna randomly. It'd also maybe stop people just turning into like, what's the cheapest Wargrey that turns into Wargrey X?
I guess it would be this.
Yeah,
I mean the Ace, right?
Yeah. Well, I'm just thinking.
No. Well, because this is really good with the X, because you'd go when digivolving gain a security, then when attacking
then X
gain another security, and then an X antibody. Yeah. So then your WarGreymon X is dealing like 3 damage.
Does WarGreymon X?
No, sorry.
Does it have Delicate Plan built in?
No, it just gains memory when security cards are removed.
You could deal 5 damage basically, because you'd have the Greymon Sec Attack plus, and then the Metal Greymon X Sec Attack as well.
Yeah, in my head, like I said, I was trying to keep it flavored to things that the Greymon deck has done. So like the extra security damage is essentially analogous to how we used to have to use the red tie, and without red tie, we don't have that damage. So, WarGreymon BT1, given a little coat of paint.
Yeah, I like it.
There's a fun patch.
This is
our first member submission.
He died.
Oh my god,
you got muted.
Oh, I got muted?
No, you're back.
You have.
But yeah, this was
say that again.
I got so excited I cut my own mic out. Thank you to Chava. She submitted our first member submission here for Patch Note Party. So this is for you, Chava. We're going to talk about how to make Scythe work a little better. It has, I will give it this, fallen out of the meta for both of these colors.
I want Andrew to patch this one. I want to know how he thinks.
He's getting under the hood.
I want to hear his thoughts.
I think step one.
That's the bogger test.
No, I think step one is I think this thing should. Okay, so I've got two thoughts. One of them is just to make it linger. And just turn it into Megalospark, like a 2-color Megalospark. The other option would be to turn the -6 into 2 -3s. I think it should be able to. I think it should play the body first, and then for each angel do -3, because then from because the main thing is, because of how DP minus works, the shrink before the play doesn't get you round stuff like Pomu, because it's at 0 DP and still processing the cards. So Scythe doesn't beat Pomu in these situations. So we should stop pretending that it can beat Pomu in this situation, and it should scale. Like, if you're spending 6 to not be able to play, you know, any of the modern angel cards now, maybe it should scale. It means that when you bring back Magna Angemon, it only does -3 rather than hitting something for -6 and then giving you a free recover +1 twat. I think scaling, if you manage to assemble a boatload of cats pop out as security, and, you know, maybe the Greymon player's like, all right, I'm swinging, you get cat, flame Scythe, you know, maybe they should explode.
So would you call that I would consider that a text change.
I would do two text changes. I would move the play a purple or yellow Digimon to the front and make it -3 for every body that you have on board.
For 3+3, so that way you get the effect.
Yeah, we'll do 3+3, so that way it's like minimum 6.
Congratulations, you made a really broken Spiral Masquerade.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of. But it's 2 colors, so like it's a little bit more awkward to set up. Like, hey, if Lord Knight wants to play both yellow and purple to play their Spiral Masquerade, let him have it.
Good thing you still have one pick to make it a better Spiral Masquerade.
I'm taking the security effect. The security effect can just
at the end.
A rare balance change to nerf a card. I love the hater energy.
No, I just
want one for the next card as well.
I want to balance I want to make the card playable from hand. I do not want it to be another stupid Saki thing. Because remember, this is still playing from trash.
Yeah, if this card did not have a security effect, I think we could just say it shrinks 4K intervals then. I think shrinking 12 is pretty easy. Yeah.
Or,
so it's 4 + 4
hear me
+ 4.
Hear me out. We make it cost 7.
Ooh.
Oh,
so you can do some dumb stuff with it? Yeah, great.
Wait, but you can do dumb stuff with it. It's 6 anyway, so.
No, but like, do you not want Beelstar to cast this?
No, I don't actually.
Okay, fair enough.
He is not buffing it that much.
I would like, I think either 4 + 4 is fine, or we stick with the 3s.
Security.
I think the security effect still needs to have the fundamentals. I think it should still be able to play maybe an angel or fallen angel.
Yeah, it should still be angel support.
Okay, so what you're saying. Okay, so this gets checked. They play out a level 5 ace, then the ace gets its on play, and then that ace, it becomes then another ace threat.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's
angels.
That's actually worse.
He's making it modern. Like, this is an angels card now, not a Secon card.
This playing out Angelwoman Ace is worse. I don't think.
No, I still think we put the DP cap on it. I don't think it should play Magna Angemon.
Okay, cool. No, I'm back in.
I don't think it should play Magna Angemon Ace. I think that's diabolical.
Yeah, make it an angels card. I love that.
Yeah, I like the idea of playing like a fallen angel. You put a DP cap on it, and then sure, it gets to shrink. Idiot or something. I just don't think it should activate main if we're buffing the main. I think it should do close to what it currently does, if not the exact same thing that it does. But it's one of those really annoying ones where you write out the full effect text that basically is just main, but slightly different.
Yeah, like the touch toned down version.
Like all of the Demon Wolf stuff where they're like, it just says the main effect, but it doesn't put it in the battle area.
Yeah. That would be cool. Oh, dude, what if it was a delay?
I literally was about
What if this is a balanced reinforcement?
What if it's like you pay 6 to shrink something?
The there were, again, I don't want to rant about the behind the scenes of Patch Note Party, but there were a lot of cards where I was like, oh, if I just give this a security effect, it's really good, and that was something I had to resist a lot.
Wait, actually, that's way cooler. Like, you split this card in half, where it's like shrink and then delay effect, play any fallen angel or thing. Then you're still getting your free body.
Congratulations. You've also power grabbed Rise of the Three-Gate Angels.
Look, no one's playing that, so unless Rise of the Three-Gate Angels is the next card, I don't want to hear it.
It's in the folder, I'll put it that way.
Let me fix that one. Oh, I can make it so good, bro.
Oh, actually, okay, so that's Flame Hellscythe. Thank you very much, channel member Chava, for the submission. We appreciate you very much. The next card is a Marcio. I set him up. I put the little T-ball bat in. Marcio, how would you fix this?
Oh my god, dude. Okay, for number one, we're going to give you the party. Number one, you're getting the Kabu clause. You're unaffected if sideways. Fucking hell, man. This card, it like frustrates me to no end. They were like, we're designing bug cards in the near future. Let's release one now. That is just not good and not helpful. This card never saw play. This card sucks. They could have waited 6 months. Like, they could have waited I would say a year, okay? Like, bugs in BT11, we were not pressed for playable cards, okay? So first of all, it would be an effect.
A text effect, right?
Text effect, Kabu clause, which is basically if this Digimon is sideways, it's unaffected by your opponent's Digimon effects. Let me reread the when Digivolving.
Can I throw you a bone here? I was really hoping. Actually, I'll let you finish yours because I like Andrew. I have some expectations of what you might say here.
So when Digivolving is if it has HerculesKabuterimon antibody, return one suspended Digimon to the bottom of the deck. If nothing, you paid 4 to evo this guy. It does nothing.
Fuck all. Okay, so then we're going to add an effect. We're going to first add when Digivolving as well as when attacking. I think it's we need very important when attacking. Okay,
yep, that's another keyword. So that's 2.
Would I? Is it better to have it be when attacking in the first place or when Digivolving when attacking? Do I need this as a when Digivolving? Big thing.
I mean, it would turn it a 1-cost Evo that then spins 2 if you had a locked down board, which is cool, but isn't the idea that you're supposed to just pierce through the stuff that's sideways?
Let me think. Because in an ideal world, right, the context that I want this card in is I need to ramp up the damage that bug deals. So I need this card to do I want this to bot deck suspended tamers, actually? That'll be
you literally, that's so funny. That's exactly what I thought you were going to put on this card.
Yeah, I'm like, Grand Quagra fucking sucks, and it's
this
a dog card.
Gets Shine of B power.
So, okay, change number 1, Kabu Clause. Change number 2, no, I need to think about this. Okay, I'm evolving this for 4 doesn't actually matter because you have Modi. Like with the context of Modi, 4 doesn't matter because it means that I raise a level 5 and I choke at 1.
You have Bug Vortex.
Yeah, I have Bug Blitz, Bug Vortex. And in the context that you promote Herc or Herc makes it back to you, you go Herc suspend something, give this power. Then you can evolve into this, suspend. Well, no, this doesn't suspend. This bot deck's a suspended thing, which at that point, it means you don't have something to fucking swing into. So that's why you need that Sec Attack Plus to actually pressure security. So, what if I just make this unsuspend?
I kind of like that. I think it would be weird with your bug clause.
I feel like it'd have to be an end of attack unsuspend, maybe.
No,
because you don't want to end your turn with Bug Blitz and then make yourself unprotected. That would be pretty anti-synergy.
This card needs to be it needs to punish the opponent for not playing into you. They didn't give me something. I'm going to punish them by
dealing a lot security.
Of yeah. That's kind of funny.
Ooh.
That's kind of sick, right? Because it goes down face down. Nobody knows what that card is. Kind of flavor too.
Yeah. No. Well. Okay. Bug Clause. then maybe the Windage Evolving is fine. Maybe I don't need to like. Maybe I don't need to do anything else. We'll just go. The Windage Evolving is fine. So far one thing we'll do. I like Andrew's approach of like end of attack. No,
end of attack. End of attack you may, because it allows you to like swing through, hit a security Digimon and go, cool, didn't ask, and then unsuspend. You can choose like if you're keeping turn, you end unsuspend and then you just dome them again.
I think that's the correct way to go about it. It's end of attack if the opponent doesn't have a Digimon or a suspended Digimon. Do I want suspended or no suspended?
Whilst they have no suspended, Digimon allows you to play on an empty board.
Yeah, we'll do that. If the opponent doesn't have like a suspended Digimon, then you get an unsuspend. So then that way you can go for like a lot more damage. Or it means that like you can X evolve, like you can go like swing Herc into something, then X evolve into this, pierce over something else, Bodek another thing, end of attack they don't have anything, you then unsuspend. And then that way you can like you've dealt piercing, you've done burn 1, pierce 1, unsuspend 2 more checks. I think that's how I'm gonna go about it. And then final thing, I want this card to be useful for both Herc Ace as well as BT15 Herc. Those cards are like really important for like bug flavor because both of those cards give you piercing and power. Well, no, one of them doesn't give you power, but it gives you piercing and a suspend, whereas like the other one, well, no, the Ace is like, the Ace is better, but like the Ace doesn't have the Kabu clause. So I want to be able to protect my overflow. Mm-hmm. So it means that like Herc Ace would actually be good for this card as well.
Yeah.
So the last thing that I want for this,
can I throw you a bone? Can I hit you with the thing I was thinking? This card gets the Nature Spirit tag.
I'll allow it.
It's kind of saucy.
I'll allow it. I think Nature Spirits could benefit from. Wait. So how would this be good in the context of Nature Spirits? Actually,
this means it gives you something a little bit more proactive than just making Eldorati beatdown,
and it makes Sorry, I got it. When Digivolving, if the opponent doesn't have a Digimon, give them a token. Suspend the token.
A Carapace token.
Give them fucking Izzy's furry folder, okay? Izzy's like in whatever token you I don't know, man. We'll go with like
prodigious token.
Is Izzy on 4chan? We'll give your opponent a Pepe. We'll give your opponent a Pepe token. Junk mail token. Yeah, junk mail token from the Diabora movie. If the opponent doesn't have a thing, they get a thing. Oh my god. Oh, I was going to be so upset if I didn't remember that. Oh, you almost got me with the Nature Spirit thing.
I really wanted to see if I could get you. I'm really surprised you're not on the bot deck in Tamers. I sure thought you were going to get some like Shina Beat. I love this new card. Really cool. I would play it.
So the Shina Beat thing would make a lot of sense, but I was like, Bugs need something. And I was like, oh, I need something to swing into. There we go. Protection, unsuspend, give them a token. Perfect card, no notes.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Very cool.
That's HerculesKabuterimon patched. Speaking of patching.
Yeah, I figured this would happen.
Wait, no, hold on. Actually, scroll back up. I just realized because he bought Dex. wait, no. Because he bought Dex a suspended thing, right?
Yeah.
Oh, so it would we'll give them a token that is we'll give an unsuspended token. There we go. So then it doesn't clash with the existing when they're evolving. So then you actually have to suspend that thing. But I will still take giving.
Very sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, I'll still want my opponent to have something. Even if it's like start of main or whatever. It doesn't matter. Token. Yeah, that's it. We're done. Unsuspended token. There we go. A patch note.
It lets you use your suspend effects too. That's pretty.
Yes. That's it. All right, cool.
All right. Spoilers. Andrew knows what he's patching.
Yeah, I mean, credit where credit's due. Bandai, Loki,
they gave it a shot at patching this card.
They're in your hard drive, man. They know because they put
maybe I'm in their walls. How do you think about that?
Yeah, you know what? I'll just gotta quickly bring up the new Flamedramon just so I don't just make the new Flamedramon. Because one of the things that's pretty cool about the new one is that it's got an unsuspend and it doesn't die to ruin, which is pretty important.
That's massive. DP for the turn. Oh, sorry, until end of opponent's turn.
Yeah. So one of the like immediate. Where did this? One of the things that like now that we have like a DP gain Vmon that kind of puts us out of die to ruin threshold. I mean, to be fair, you're still getting cooked. I think they've done everything I wanted to do. Like, we've got raid. The only thing that this can maybe have now is like it's definitely designed to like crash into bodies. I feel like is the idea. Like it swings over a lot of
raid.
What?
Can I? I'm kind of surprised
you could do like lowest. Like you instead of like raiding into the highest, you could make like a thing that like makes it swing into the lowest.
It's just a new keyword. I hadn't even thought we'd go there when I came up with this idea.
Yeah, and honestly, Tom, if we'd got this out 2 weeks ago, this would be so much easier. But the fact that like the promo Flamedramon was like custom card I designed, but they took retail off me and gave me security burn instead. And I was like, you know what? My fault. I
thought for sure thought you'd just give this thing pick up a security.
No, because I don't want to make
like that could be Flamedramon.
I just don't want to make that. No, because the Flamedramons all do different things. One of them is swing for 8k. One of them is swing for 8k and unsuspend if the attack target changes, but we don't have raid or collision, so I don't know how that's supposed to work. And then one of them is just like the, I'm crashing, pick up a security. So like, I'm just trying to figure out like, what would I want the fourth Flamon in my Flamedramon box? Like, fuck Magnamon, my Flamedramon toolbox. What does it do? Blitz. I can see that. Fuck it, give it Vortex. No, this guy wants to fight.
I saw, so actually this is funny, we talk about this. When I was putting together the list of cards, I was watching, Marcy and I have been discussing Omnimon recently. I've been thinking a lot about Secret Greymon, and another card I've not included on this week's patch note party is there are other armor forms that are, I would say, a little underloved, right? Like when was the last time you guys got hyped over Nefertimon? Pegasusmon needs a little bit of love, you know what I mean?
No, it doesn't.
Sure. My point is they should have effects that are like their courage, right? So Flamedramon gets the courage. How gas would it be is if, like how Secret Greymon pops a guy with less DP? This dude could bot deck a guy with less DP.
I feel like...
Or bounce a guy.
The problem I have with it is that he has predominantly always been red first. So if we were going to go into red flavor, I would kind of want
DP
him
is red flavor.
Yeah, I'd kind of want him to pop. Like, what
hear me out.
Go ahead.
Or you have the power to go into the reference book and turn him into Flamedramon X Antibody, and then you can make him evolve over
you could give it the X Antibody tag as a text piece. That is a thing you can do. I did not anticipate that being. We'd have to get like think of the Cool Boy chains.
Okay, so my first thing.
Or you can make him evolve over like an existing armor. Like if your armor didn't like purge, you could just put him on top of like an existing armor.
That's gas.
I would. Okay, we've got it.
Listening.
We are gonna put take the new Davis end of attack. Mm-hmm. Put that as an end of attack. Like if he hits security, he's like, my job here is done. He turns back into Vmon just like he does at the end of the show, and then they go fuck around and he turns into a different armor. That's it, because like Flamedramon sometimes gets too big and lives the security check, and you have to armor texture. So what if we're just like, he's like, I'm out, switches back, and just like...
That's his blue flavor
so end of attack,
yeah.
End of attack, unsuspend, and purge, right?
Yeah. End of attack, unsuspend, and purge. It plays really well with the new Vmon because it means you'll get your reduction again. It means if you push a Flamedramon out of raising, you've got access to promo Vmon Evo for the first time. So that plays really cute.
Great first change. Oh, are we calling that one a keyword or a text?
I think that's just text, right? You just do end of attack, whatever the fuck Davis's keyword says.
Sounds good. I call that one text. Text is probably a little overpowered as far as balance changes go, but like for this week, I don't care. That's a sick text change.
It's a little thing. I would kind of like to give it modern armor Evo, where it is generic 3-cost Evo over red blue, because that is a thing that's really frustrating about old armors. When you look at all the new armors now, you pay the 2-color tax and it evolves over its 2 colors. The Flamedramon and the old like armors not having that, I think, whack. So my whole theme for this week is trying to make cards modern. So give it evolves over red blue, as well as like it currently has its 2-cost.
Remember Ruin mode. Would we not want this card to die to? Maybe you want to up the DP by a smidge.
I mean, the Vmon's gonna die.
If
this thing dies, it's like if it purges, it's dying to ruin mode anyway. Like I don't.
Oh, I suppose.
If Demi V is in the sources, the inherit gives you enough to survive ruin mode.
Yeah, because you like with Demi V and Vmon, you're 8k body native. The when attacking puts you for the turn up to 11. So even if you purge back down, you'd still just barely skirt a ruin mode, I think. No, you wouldn't.
Is there a way to make this thing? Because all the Demi Vmon.
You want to give it more power. You can give, instead of gaining like 3k, you can give him like, you could go like gain 5k DP.
You could change a number. You have that option as one of your 3 points. When attacking, double your DP.
Double's crazy, bro. No, the armors. We all saw the Taskmaster.
Yeah.
These cards cannot be trusted without doubling.
How do we make this dude fire rocket on a piece of cardboard? How do we make him
when
natively
attacking
fire
cast
rocket?
An option reduced cost or whatever?
Whoa, that's nuts.
That's insane. Yeah, actually, that lets you randomly cast Lightning Blade as well, so you can play for board.
An option that lists like
armor, bro. You're describing a galaxy card right now, gentlemen.
Yeah.
When attacking, if the option with armor form and text, very fucking amazing.
That's pretty sweet.
Yeah, I fuck with it because it also means that he can like mask change into Lydramon midway through if you randomly armor textured and then it goes down.
That's pretty sweet.
It lets you swing unsuspended too.
So
yeah, because it also lets we get to do the old thing like that lets you randomly awaken. Get to awakening mid attack. Yeah, fuck X antibody. I am at Marcia, you cook.
So it's got two text changes so far.
Yeah. And then we.
Do you still want the evolution color? That's a color change. So that's 3. So you've had color to Evos. Color to Evos. The absolutely crazy end of attack, trigger your own armor texture, and Evo mid swing.
Well, not necessarily Evo.
It's cast. No, it's
cast the trigger mid swing.
Yeah, because now my jamming Vmon is about to go crazy because if I put
it lets you cast a plasma shot as well if you want. Like if it's like casting an option for reduced cost of like 1 or something.
Yeah, you get zero cost of like Lightning Blade, Fire Rocket, and you get 3 cost plasma shot, which will kill random chump blockers as well. So you actually do get to hit security. I fuck with it.
Does the Awakening of the Golden Knight say armor form anywhere?
Yeah. It's take one of your Digimon with an armor form, turn it into.
Just triple check.
Yeah, no, it does.
No, cool. I'm into this one. Andrew, you cooked.
Yeah, it's because you know me. I love turning my Flamedramons into Magnamons, and then they made a good Magnamon X antibody. Yeah, I love hitting security.
You doubled down on giving this thing. It's a Swiss Army hammer for armor rush. I love it. Congratulations.
Yeah. Bro is a rocket. Like you are bringing a grenade launcher to a fist fight. He wants to do one thing and one thing only, and that is hit you really hard.
It's like if you think about it, this is basically pay 2 for 3 damage. it's like Bird's level. It's like Bird's level damage. That's awesome.
Yeah, I mean, they've always said that armors are a mysterious level. They're technically like 4s that have the power levels of a roundabout ultimate in the Digimon story game. I think this card should be fucked up.
Hey, I love that.
Because he doesn't stay as a 4. A different one.
We've got a couple more here on the patch note party. There are some things to get excited for Digimon time walkers. How would you make some of the Olympus 12 a little bit more
piercing? Give her piercing. Give her piercing.
Can I throw you a bone? I'm going to start here. I'm going to spoil some of the other stuff. There are some cards here that are also Olympus 12. So I think maybe we could do a really fun evolves over Olympus 12 in text. That way, because there are some weird things. Plutomon is not an Olympus 12, but he says Olympus 12 in some stuff. So we could have a little bit like that. I just want Olympus 12 Megazoo.
But like, I don't think this card is like the card for that. Like, if you picked like the Marsmon with Blitz, I think like that card is like really good for.
I think this card's I forget what he's called. Aegiosmon, the like satyr. He's like a little goat man.
Aegiosmon?
Yeah.
He's a level 4 guy, or he's a champion level Digimon. He looks like a little satyr, and he has multiple level 5s, and they typically all turn into Jupitermon, I believe. He doesn't have a card, I don't think.
I don't know why I thought that would work.
But yeah, he's the guy from the trailers and stuff. He's a long-time Olympus. The world is called Homeros, I think it is, or that's the. Am I having a brain for it?
Yeah, I found. I think you mean.
Yeah, this guy, Agiomon, that's it. Agiomon has multiple level 5 forms. He's like blue, black, holy, something else. They all show up there on the above appearances on your window.
Oh yeah, blue, black.
Yeah, yeah. So all of these are like multiple similarly leveled guys, and I thought it could be cool to have these be like, you know, in a world where we have an Olympus 12 deck, these are all of the different like evolutions for Agiomon. And they would contribute to like the things you can evolve them over. So anyway, that would be all that to say. I think it would be really cool if the Olympus 12 had a evolves over Olympus 12 in text, so that randomly when you play against Olympus 12, you get Sarismon.
So we can do like two versions of the card. We can do like a Argomon version or like a Digizorp version, or we can do like
yeah, like I'm not married to it staying as Digizorption or anything. I just think it would be cool for if.
Oh no, I want to lean into Digizorp.
Yeah. So, I'll say for me, I'm looking at Olympus 12 cards. Marcy, what would you change to make it a good green Digizorp card?
So I would say that first it needs piercing. Well, it's just like straight up, it just needs piercing.
So that's a keyword change.
Yeah, keyword change. It gets piercing. I want this to, when attacking, play something out for a reduced cost. So I need to figure out what it can play out that's like that's not like too strong. Or how much it reduces by, right? So it's like, what can I play out and how much I want it to be sort of like Leopard X, or like Leopard, where it just like plays a green Digimon, but I want it to be like a little bit more specific. What
I was gonna say, what
shaman? No, it's a shaman. I don't want this to be plant vegetation support. I want this to be like Digizorp support / Argomon support.
It's halfway off an Argomon card right now.
How cheap are the Argomon play costs? I was gonna say, what if the play cost was reduced by the level? So if you have any cheap level 3s, they come down for 0.
See,
the 4s, like a 5 drop
Argomon 5 for 3.
So I'm going to say, I want this to play a Digimon that either mention a level 4 or lower Digimon that mentions Digizorp, or so because like one of the Argomons, it has a 6 play cost, but then it Digizorps for -2, the BT2 one, but then the new one that like plays out rhythm has a play cost of 5, but it doesn't have an on play. But then there's also Kiwimon, which is I think like a searcher for the deck, like a searcher that like nobody ever played. It's like reveal top 3, add all Digizorptions among them. So I want this to be able to play out Kiwi.
Quirky, I like it.
Okay.
So it would be like play a Digimon that level 4 lower Argomon, or that mentions Digizorption. So then you have that flexibility, because you can also play like the vanilla Argomon as like another target, but you also get to play out your 4. So then that way you can go like Sarismon. Do I want it as a when attacking or as a when Digivolving? It has piercing. Big thing.
Shouldn't it also when Digivolve unsuspend?
Yes, last thing. That's perfect. Perfect. Thank you very much. When Digivolving and suspend, piercing, and then we'll do when attacking for the sake of like overloading this card with just a bunch of effects.
Just all the things that make an old green card fun.
Yeah, we'll go when attacking, play out a Argomon, a level 4 or lower Digimon with Argomon in its name, or that mentions Digizorption.
Yeah, fair enough.
Because it also means that you get some fun bombos if you have like the 1 of Argomon, then you can like play out a 3 and a 4. a little bit of high roll.
Just see in chat, make it blue, and give it when attacking, play a Digimon from sources, and then when it would leave the board, place it underneath. That's a fish.
You're describing
That's a fish, I think. Which is cool because this is the Earth Digimons. There's fish on Earth, guys. That's where the fish is.
So the reason why I want it like this is because I want for you to be able to play out a level 4, then you can Digizorp on top of that, then you can put the Argomon on top of that. So you basically get 2 stacks out on the turn that you raise, and you get the Argomon that pops stuff, and then you get the you get the Argomon that pops stuff as well as the Ceresmon on your first tempo turn. So you get 2 level 6s out on your raising turn.
That's pretty cool.
I think the unsuspend is really important because the piercing does nothing if you go, okay, Digizorp, and you evolve for fuck all. I'm honestly shocked that you didn't bring the Digivolution cost down.
No, because it has Digizorp. The card itself has Digizorp.
Yeah, I guess. So it comes down for actually 2. But yeah, it needs to unsuspend. If Bloomlord is coming down for actually nothing and then unsuspending and hitting me for 9, might as well.
This card is already super overloaded, by the way. This is a 2-cost level 6 that spawns a body and has piercing.
Yeah, it's kind of stupid.
And unsuspends, so...
Anything to stop Johnny from resolving Bloomlord, Mon.
It's the Argomon, from BT17, that then can place other Argomons from the trash to then pop something. So you get Tamer Lockdown as well as board expansion.
I like it. That's kind of quirky. Really cool. I still think I would still like to see this do some Olympus 12 stuff. The Bacchusmon in the background is kind of quirky.
You guys should design it as an Olympus 12 card, though.
I think the thing about this is it would be cool to see this card. One of the things I like about the Olympus 12 is they're kind of they all have little, not like the Royal Knights where they just go wherever they're told. They all have a domain they run.
Yeah.
And they're planets, right? It's the Roman gods or the planets too, or some of them are the Greek gods, but it's weird. Anyway, it would be cool if I think it should evolve over the Olympus 12 or have that in its or evolve over Olympus 12 in text. I think it should be able to give Digizorption 3. This is a text effect. I think it should be able to give Digizorption 3 to other Olympus 12. So if you've got Ceresmon on the field and you get to make another stack,
then the rest of them come down cheaper.
Yeah. I think the solar system should share its effects. I think it's cool. And then to segue into the next card I put on this thing,
give me a Polymorph.
I think this Digimon should, when it leaves the battle area, you should be able to play the next Digimon in the solar system. So after Earth comes Mars.
So you want to do it like
Dragon Links.
I was gonna say closer to Demon Lord. So you know how the Demon Lords if they leave the battle area, then going to the gate. You want it to be if this Digimon leaves the battle area, play the next thing.
Yeah, I think basically I had an idea that you should be able to make an Aegiomon stack for the first one, and then just Dragon Links chain the next ones together.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kind of cool, right?
Considering that one of them is purple, you go calling, and it's whoa.
Well, but the last one is purple.
Yeah.
So it's it doesn't start a loop. Anyway, I thought it was cool. Also, Marukimon is the first one, so I thought there was something really funny about Maruki being the first one in a chain.
Willingly resolving Marukimon.
Yeah. Anyway, well, Marukimon also in the folder. We're not doing him this week. But we are, as the Earth goes into, at least my suggestion. We don't have to do Mars right now, Andrew. I just try to be cute. If you have suggestions,
no, I had nothing ready for this one. I like the idea of it still feeling like a Leopardmon niche for its engine, where it's the reduce the cost, you can eventually get more and more of the guys to show up.
Yeah. Dude, it's so imagine Sarah. So you give Marsmon Digizorp 3, and then he prints a bunch of memory. So you basically go +8 for Digivolving.
That's awesome.
Yeah. But you had to pay for 2 level 6s, so it's a whole thing. Fellas, Marsmon.
He's not that big, honestly.
Yeah, for a raid dude, he has no DP gain. He only had it from inherits on Bearmon and Grizzlymon.
Gain 1 for every red tamer you have in play is objectively very funny. But his ass costs 4 to evolve and is 12k. And
yeah,
can I just sort of assume for the Olympus 12 that I'm up on my hype right now, and I would like them to all do their Olympus 12 in text, but I will skip that one for this because I had a funny idea. Wouldn't it be cool if we had on-play Blitz?
It would have to be Rush Blitz, no?
No, because I think there would be a reason to play a card that would give something Rush. So, like, he's a vaccine. This is an Akio target.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
I see.
So that would be both a Birds Beasts buff plus an Olympus 12 thing. Kind of cool, right?
Yeah, I can see that.
So that's my hypothetical first change, is give him on-play powers so that you can use it with Akio.
Blitz, Raid, Piercing?
Piercing as a keyword is a cool second change, so that's 2 keyword changes.
And I think you just have to make him bigger.
You just gotta make him bigger.
You either have to make him bigger, or you do the your
15k DP.
When an attack target changes, gain 4,000 DP.
That, or for like gain 1 memory and 2,000 DP for every red tamer.
Sorry, 2,000 for every red tamer.
Yeah, I mean, you're already gaining a memory back.
Yeah, I love it.
Because imagine, hypothetical scenario, when you get your bullshit play out a free Marsmon. He comes down with on play, Akio gives Rush, you blitz, raid, gains however much back, fucking absolutely one taps an overflow body, and you gain turn back.
I like that.
And he's unsuspended. His effect is currently once per turn.
I was gonna say, we could take the once per turn away. We could make him the fighting man.
he squares up against everybody on
Black WarGreymon? We were just like, I attacked the biggest guy, I unsuspend. He could do that.
I kind of fuck with that.
That's kind of sick, right?
That is the God of War.
I fucks with it.
That is the God of War. Okay, yeah, we need to. Yeah, fuck that. Actually, yeah, you're right. Raid.
So
blitz,
that's a keyword change. So on play is a keyword change. Remove the once per turn is a keyword change. Just a bunch of DP.
Yeah. But what if? Wait, if we didn't give him the on play. What?
Why not give a Digimon overflow? We could make aces. That's a change I think we could do. So like we could make something an ace and give it corresponding overflow for its level.
Yeah.
Which one would you have as the ace?
I don't think he needs to be an ace. I'm just saying, like, we've got some folks in chat talking about, like, maybe we could give things overflow. He doesn't have to give a Digimon overflow. That would be maybe nuts.
That's like better Palmon.
Yeah, it's Wargirl X, it's Palmon. It's very funny. But yeah, we could make things aces, which I think is cool.
Yeah, that's actually a really cool idea.
That's a keyword.
I think it comes with both, because you like, if you're making it an ace, you automatically obviously get to change its play cost and give it overflow in one thing.
Yeah.
The other thing I could say is, if we're trying to make him like the machine killer fucking Black War Grey, if we get rid of his on play and we just have blitz, raid, non once per turn, and we make him bigger. What if we just gave him barrier? What if it was just like a just in case things went wrong?
I mean, shit, man. XVmon, the red XVmon can't die in battle.
Oh yeah, can't die in battle.
Yeah,
why don't we just give him can't die in battle? Like, he's the God of War.
Yeah.
What if he's just the best fighting Digimon there's ever been?
He doesn't even do security. He just wants to fight. Like, he doesn't give a shit about any of that.
He full clears a board, but won't hit your security. What's the There's a Hearthstone card that I'm thinking of. Oh my god, I haven't thought about Hearthstone in a minute. There's a dinosaur, Swamp King. Marcio, help me out. Swamp King something. He's a dinosaur and hunter, and it's like when he comes down, he fights everything on your opponent's board.
I haven't played Modern.
Swamp King Dread. Yes, Swamp King Dread in Digimon, where when digivolving or like on play or something, he literally goes to fight your opponent's Digimon once everything. Like, he fights them all one at a time.
Wait,
and he does not die. Instead
of rage, should he just have collision then? Like the fucking new Cyberdramon does, where it's just like, fight. He comes down, he just goes, everyone.
I still think he should have raid, because that's red flavor, but then he fights from the top down, because he's always fighting the strongest soldier your opponent has.
He's like, oh, I'm weaker anyways, unsuspend game DP. He's just
that's what I mean.
Like 10th guy, he's just fucking massive.
Yeah, he's just boom, boom. Oh, that's sick. Yeah, I like the idea that we made the God of War. That's pretty tight.
That's so funny.
I love it.
Yeah, heck yeah, that's Marsmon. There's 2 more left on this week's patch notes party, which is good because we're making good time here, gang.
Oh, this is a security control card. We've been bullying security control with every single one of these.
Let's bully them harder.
Well, does it need to be a security control card, fellas? Could it be an Omnimon card?
It can do that.
End of attack, put this into security.
Black keyword, a black evolution box, 2 over an Omnimon.
Sure, we'll do that. Then we'll do the end of attack. If there's an Omnimon under this, it goes to the top of your security face up.
That's sick.
What if... Does it have to have an Omnimon underneath it?
Like Invisimon.
Yeah, but like
literally Invisimon.
So like you have to put this as the top of your security. Yeah. Sorry, the top of your stack. You have to swing with this. So it's like the most like vanilla ass thing ever. Like you're not winning the game off of this, and simply you're buying yourself a turn by putting this on the top of your security. This card is for you to like stall for a turn. I want this to be like BT17 Omni.
Could we make it the bottom security like Invisimon is, so that if you're not losing right there on the spot, you get to bring him back? Because like in the game he just shows up all the time. He's like once or twice in a chapter of Digimon Next Order. His Wart Defeat is just like, hey, I'm back.
I could see that.
He just shows up.
Do you think he needs an on play?
No.
Listen, I had an idea for an on play, but when I was making this list, I thought
on play will be like play Garuru and WarGreymon or something from the sources of something else. He would like degenerate like the sources from your current Omni at the end of your opponent's turn, and then you get the on plays of those guys.
Yeah, I actually, my first draft of this card, I wanted to give it partition for WarGreymon, a Metal Garurumon.
No, because then you have to make this a DNA guy.
No, you don't. You could just put it over Omnimon.
Oh, so he just has partition, but he doesn't DNA.
Yeah.
So if you evolve him over the Omnimon, that's funny.
I mean, that's what Alphamon players do right now. You guys haven't seen that? They go like Dorugreymon BT13, they pick up the other level 6, and then they make Voldarm, and then it partitions out 2 6s. It's very funny. I don't know. I thought that could be cool.
I actually do like the idea of
clear all delay options.
No,
not all. Not
crazy.
all, but an on play that does do it, because then it's like he has an on delay. No, like not just like one. Like give it like a
that's Justimon's thing. No.
Okay, well he's black. He's a black. Thing. He's like a black coded level 7.
He's white. He's clearly white.
Well, one of my changes is I'm making him black, making him searchable off of a boost. No, the purple players deserve nothing. They deserve nothing.
This is like when your problematic young brother just like says the N-word in a place where he's not supposed to.
You cannot say that on Fortnite. You can't say that on Fortnite, dude.
Yeah, but that's when the Fortnite chat is security. So when he puts himself in security, he's going to be there, and then he's going to thank his battle bus driver by deleting someone's delay option as his on play. Because then he has a when digivolving, on deletion, and an on play, and he has 3 things you have to think about.
Okay, sure. That's very messed up. Listen. As long as you'll let me have it going over Omnimons, I'll keep it. I'm fine. Okay,
we'll do one of each, right? We'll have Andrew's fucking bullshit effect that's just like culture appropriating my fucking deck.
Yeah.
We'll have Tom's DNA thing and evolution.
Omnimon support, yeah.
And then I'll put this guy into security because like at least like you get to heal 1 and guarantee the security effect.
Yeah, it means if second players are also putting Omnimon stuff, they are still getting their security go up effect.
Yeah.
When I originally conceived of Patchwork Party, I didn't even mention this when we were doing soundcheck. I kind of thought we'd do this with the little sticky note thing out on the side, like we usually do for Boko.
No, I'm actually gonna put some extra.
Way funnier.
I'm gonna put some extra effort in, and I'm gonna like fucking poorly Photoshop on all of the things we're putting in. So like when the Ceresmon, there's gonna be one on one side. It's like Marcio's version, and then mine and Tom's version.
This is some real Manchester Digimon lore, but the real ones remember Candlemon or Yukon. We could just literally clip and Candle post in their effects. Dude. Candlemon's not on here, by the way. I thought about doing it, but
okay, that'd be that would be the joke.
It felt like a too narrowcast joke. So
No, each of our game shows just slowly need all of their mascots, and I think Candlemon or Yukon just there with the little paintbrush. That's perfect.
Well, we could call it the patch note painting, and it's Candlemon right there.
I like Patch Note Party. I think it's
like
a
Patch
good
Note
name.
Party because
cool. I'm glad Patch Note Party. Chat, if you're seeing this maybe on YouTube, if Andrew makes this an upload, for God's sake, this let us know what you think of Patch Note Party, because we changed the name of the podcast at one point. So we could do it anything. We've got one last card. Guys, I laughed at this card. When I was looking for bad cards that I thought could be playable, this card hit me like a truck.
Oh my,
that's terrible.
Why none of us like this deck. None of us. This card is so sick because it does something that I don't think Machinedramon wants any of. It technically will evolve over Machinedramon, so maybe we can just assume that's like the black rule box text, and we'll call that one a freebie.
Yeah,
because that's essentially what that is. This, when digivolving, is an AoE board clear for Machinedramon. I have no idea why they would make this. It did not need AoE to fix this card. Machinedramon, so EX1 Machinedramon comes out. It mogs yellow. Yellow can't play anymore. And then they were like, you know what this deck needs? This deck needs to pop.
Rookie Rush, bro.
Yeah, this has to clear Rookie Rush.
And then they printed the hybrids this set, so the Rookie Rushes were tamers. Anyway, Chaos Dramon. It's unfixable, right? Wrong.
No. Okay.
Guys, I've got it. Are you ready?
Sure.
Digicross. Machinedramon, 5 level 5s. And it's cost -2.
So that would come down for 2 costs.
6. That's a total of 12 reduction, which would make this a 0 cost Digicross.
No, why?
But it's not protected.
It's not protected, and it has no on-play. What do you think?
Sure. All from hand. All from hand.
No. The next change is rule text. You can Digicross 2 from trash.
No. All from hand. Like, trust me. All from hand. Because
spends the entire game. We have to try and help this deck, right?
No, we don't.
Okay, do you want me to, like, maybe we just give up on Machine and we make this an SOC card? What do we think?
SOC, a deck that's really struggling from pieces.
A red SOC, by the way.
Yeah, red SOC, and the Digicrosses with 5 pieces in hand.
Okay, no. We're not doing Chaos Dramon.
Okay, fine.
Wait, he's Chaos Dramon, but he can't end a Mind Link, and then that's the flavor thing that we always talk about. So he eats your tamer forever. You can't get it back.
Okay.
Spoilers for Digimon Seekers, that's what happens.
Let me think. What can you actually...
I'm serious. I think if this card could Digicross for 0 for nothing, I think it would be okay in current Digimon.
This should... I like the idea of, like, giving it an end of turn attack. Like, you can...
end of turn, this thing gains rush and may attack?
It can attack without suspending.
It gets, oh my god, it gets machine overclock.
Yeah, like machine.
Cyborg machine overclock.
Wait, can I make the machine players, like, force them to play the Haguru X? So it's like, end of turn, you can kill one of your Kohaguru.
Pop a token or a thingy, yeah.
Like, pop a token or a
Chaos
level...
Never Mind Links? No, but Black Agumon, what's his name? I don't remember Harry's in chat. Harry, what's Kosuke's wife called? She never leaves the Chaos Dramon. Anyway, yeah.
I want this to pop one of your, that's it. Pop analog to swing without unsuspending. You want damage, you have to give up defense.
No, make them suspend it so you have to pick between offense and defense. Pop is insane. We already have a BT11 BT11 machine's bad for, being able to, like, get rid of an analog. Like, just suspend it.
Okay, fine. You can suspend analog to swing without attacking without having to suspend. So it means that you can either keep your blocker if you don't have reboot, or you can, like, swing with reboot and then swing again, and then on the opponent's turn you reboot to block.
I like that.
The name is Saya.
The Agumon has her soul, not this. Never mind, I remembered it. Anyway, that's the lore heads happy.
Did you hear any of that, Tom?
No, I was Googling. What are we doing? Run me back. Are we Digicrossing for 0?
No. This is like a separate thing. It will be like an end of turn by suspending one of your analog tamers.
Okay.
You can swing without suspending. Yeah.
So it's like an offensive version of Analog Man.
Yeah, so you
which
get
is
to
why
pick.
it's red.
Yeah.
So the way Andrew described it was like you have to choose between attacking or like not attacking, and you can like suspend the analog to swing with this, and then if you've managed to give it like reboot blocker, then you get to reboot block on the opponent's turn.
Okay.
I'm not giving it rush. I don't.
We're back to digivolving. You make your machine first, and then you can turn your machine red.
Do we just? Can I just ask a question?
This is a based version of the EX3 Chaos. The EX3 Chaos is like super cringe. This one is based.
Are we going to give it Chaosdramon protection? Or are we going to make you use Chaosdramon X to get protected?
Yes.
Okay, cool. I like this.
It's a red
what are
card.
the changes so far? It has analog tamer synergy. That's a your turn effect?
Yeah, like
so that's a keyword and a text effect.
No. It's like end of your turn.
Okay, so that's
do you know how Arrestor superior mode attacks?
Yeah, just like Omnimon too.
Yeah.
Right, just like Omnimon. So it would be that, but the cost is you have to suspend one of your analog tamers.
I like it. It's kind of quirky.
Yeah.
I think it's also a little bit more interesting than Overclock with machines and cyborgs.
Yeah.
Because Overclock would still let you do like the Hagurumon thing you were talking about, because Overclock always can pop a token.
Mm-hmm.
But this is a little bit more interesting because it makes you use the tamers.
Yeah.
So we're not keeping it as an SOC Digimon. We're not giving it the Digicross.
You guys can do whatever. I just want this to be like a red card at heart and like push damage.
I don't want to give it Digicross, but I am willing to give it Rulebox Composite.
What if? How dare you? First of all, what if this was the first card in this deck where it natively burns the security when it fights something without needing to inherit?
I was going to say something like that. I was going to say like for every 5 like sources or whatever, this burns 1.
We did a bad job of remembering that the context needed to be explained for these cards. By the way, we're making it for Machinedramon.
We're making it. We're just making it not cringe. We're just making it not cringe.
I want Machine to have a chaos that isn't the cringe EX3 chaos. That's like pick up 3 sources and then DTG evolve. It's like no, that's boring.
And then be protected again. Smile.
And then more protection. It's
like let the red card be
aggro.
Red.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's 2 changes.
Yeah, like Garnet exists as well. We don't even have to go, oh, they're gonna bot deck it off of their black memory boost.
They're not playing black memory boost.
Yeah, they are.
Half of them are playing purple eggs in Ukomon. Okay, what are we talking about?
Yeah, okay. We'll put them on Garnet memory boost. Let them play some real Digimon for a bit.
This is so funny. Yeah.
We hate Machinedramon because it doesn't have cards like this.
I'm gonna have to insist. I think it needs to Digicross for 0. I think it's really funny.
Yeah. I think it does have to do it from trash, though. I think it really does have to do it from trash, even if you have to suspend a tamer. Yeah, because
you think that's crazy. That's insane.
I think you do. I think
trying to make it playable.
Yeah, no, I think you do have to play it from trash. Because think about it this way: Analog Man is pitch 1, draw 1, and Marvin is pitch 1, gain 1. But all of the tamers that are supposed to synergize with Machinedramon are negging you from hand. So how the fuck are you supposed to have 6 cards in hand to make
you mulligan for it?
Oh, wait. I got it. We can make this like a Dex Chaosdramon effect. So like, you know how like Dex Daruga, Dorugor, and Dorugray, like it's like, oh, if this Digimon would like be deleted, it evolves from the trash.
Marcio, if I hit a Machinedramon 6 times, get through all of its protection, and then it goes, actually, and evolves into a Chaosdramon, I'm reaching over the table. I'm killing someone.
But it's not. It doesn't have protection. It just happens to. They just get to keep it, and then it's a worse machine because it's now a machine without protection.
Yeah, but then when you put the Chaos X
Jake Holt suggesting it should have security attack for all its sources.
Okay. We can just make it so that's like. Wait, sorry. What was that?
That's just bad Dorvic.
+1 sec attack for every 2 sources. This is literally bad Apollomon.
Yeah,
so funny.
No, you can make it so that like this Digimon cannot evolve.
What?
So then they can go into Chaos X. Like if you were to do it,
we're trying to make it playable.
No, I'm making this deliberately. I'm making.
He is nerfing the patch note party. You're like, this. Marcio gets up in the morning. He's like, BT717 Chaosdramon made me really mad today, and I think it's a little too good right now.
Marcio's the guy that gets invited to the party. He's like, oh, everyone's bringing some stuff, so I brought the gluten-free, milk-free, egg-free.
Marcio brought nails. Marcio brought nails.
You guys want some rubber bands? I've been snacking on these recently. They have a really nice texture.
This is old cigarette butts. Dig in. Oh my god. No, you
okay,
can't.
No, I won't cook. I won't cook. Fine. I'm uncooking. I'll keep the suspending the analog for damage. I think that's cool.
Yeah.
Guys, I really liked the security attack. Can we just give it like I stick eyes on the prize. It digicrosses for 0. It's very
okay, fine.
funny.
We each get one thing. So I get to attack.
Kind of the appeal.
Okay, I get to attack. You get to digicross. Andrew, what do you want on this card?
Go on, Andrew. No pressure.
Fuck them. They can't have rush. Composite tag.
Okay, there we go.
Composite
Guys,
tag.
we've still made a bad card.
Yeah, but at least this bad card is now searchable with the new Millennium stuff. Because it searches composite and that, so it's still searchable.
Does the new Nene let you do it from trash? Would
yes,
this make a
Nene?
Yeah, he literally just, damn it, I knew. This is why we have to be clear about what deck it's for. Because Andrew's like, I want it. That's not what we're doing.
I don't want it. I just think that if we're not going to let you digicross from trash, you should at least maybe go neg-4 from hand instead of neg-6.
Why don't we just make it digicross from trash?
I don't want the machine plays to have anything, if I'm being real.
Right, but right now, we're not Misplay for game. We are the patch note party.
We are
We are walking in.
I'm already giving them like an attack without. I'm already giving them the ability to swing the machine, evolve into this, swing again, and then on my turn they reboot block. I'm being pretty fucking nice to these machine players.
I've just had the funniest coked up idea I've ever had. By the way, I can tell my meds have just worn off. What if you know how Phoenix X has end of attack, activate all my on deletes?
Oh my!
What if this thing is end of attack, activate all your once per turn, your turns again? So it's like it burns 3 security with a rapid X Rapidmon inherit, and then end of attack it does it again. And that way that gives you that means your opponent has to play on board. You get to ignore when they don't give you a thing to swing over.
This is Andrew's call. Me and you already picked a thing each.
I do.
Yeah, I would rather it be kind of mid and digicross for 0. I think it's really funny.
Digicross makes trash red
and purple.
Okay, this is like a completely different card. We already have.
Listen, we gotta do something. It's not good.
Do not get distracted by the chatters. Okay,
no, but
this is not their party.
This is where chat is. This is what they're for. You guys, listen. Can I get the me cam? Chat, you've been invited to the party, but we're gonna need your help for these. This was the beta test week where I tried to bring in cards that I thought the 3 of us would like. You should see the other stuff in the folder. They're unplayably bad. All right, get rid of it. Why did you put the timer on me? Oh, is that what it's like being on Memgage? I don't like being on Memgage.
Why do you give this a fun keyword?
Holy crap, twice per turn is objectively the funniest keyword we could do.
Twice per turn is really funny.
Twice per turn is so funny. Twice per turn digicross.
What does that mean?
It digicrosses with your opponent's deck. You digicross with the top 3 cards out of your opponent's deck.
That's dude. Wait a minute, Marcio.
That was a joke.
Wait, everyone shut up. I've had a terrible idea. It's Nibiru.
Oh, if the opponent
if your opponent goes too wide, Chaosdramon comes down and eats all your stuff.
If the opponent evolved more than
Super Poly Nibiru.
It's if the opponent evolved more than 3 times, you just get to drop this asshole.
We've done it. We've made it a hand trap.
Digimon's first hand trap.
Yeah, I fuck with it.
That one's done. We're never gonna come up with a better thing.
Nah, it's my party,
dude.
You didn't bring Funyuns.
No protection. It has no protection. It gets no sources because we didn't give it the on play, and it has the digicross.
Still lose to medieval.
That's so funny.
It wouldn't have an on play. It wouldn't have turn player prio. It would get bodied.
Dude, it also it doesn't. We haven't given it any on play effect. So even if it just Nibiru's, it doesn't.
Okay. It is super. How do we make super poly Nibiru into Digimon keywords?
No, you
counter timing.
Okay, you do like what you do is you do like Levia X, but like you do like the Levia X, like in the trash. If the opponent did X thing, you get to evolve into this.
Okay, a trash effect is a good keyword for that. I'm gonna take it seriously. I'm gonna lock in because we are entertainers right now, gentlemen.
It's like if the
it has a trash effect.
Okay.
And the trash effect is if your opponent plays or digivolves 5 times in a turn.
Yeah.
Play it out. So that's its trash. So that's a keyword and a text change. What's its on play? It digicrosses with your opponent's level 5 or lower Digimon.
All of them?
It's a fucking kaiju. That's horrendous.
Or like one thing. It digicrosses with one of the opponents.
Oh, no, I want it to be Nibiru. I want to make it really bad.
The thing that
the trash effect, this stays in the trash. Yeah, so does this card, but we'll come back to that. No, card effect, this trash effect, get this out of your discard pile, walk over to a trash can.
They should do up to 3, like some machines are like up to 3.
Guys, when was the last time Machine-Dramon won a regional? Has it ever won a regional? I know it
got second, I think. That's
okay.
The highest.
Would Machine-Dramon go for, if nothing changes on the ban list that's coming after unification, they've received no new cards, because right now they're getting Alliance from Metal Greymon.
No, they're literally got teased like 5 pieces.
Yeah, they are.
Oh yeah, and okay, yeah. But that's because that's the Digimon VPET set. Like it's supposed, people want nostalgia support for toys. If this deck, nothing changes to this deck, but they have one bad archetypally searchable Nibiru that is revealed in trash before it activates, does Machine-Dramon even become tier 2?
It would become like Rogue for sure.
Yeah, exactly. I think we've created a balanced card, gentlemen. So Marcio's giving it a trash effect. I'm giving it.
Yeah.
If you cross into your opponent's level 5 or lower Digimon.
Up to 3 of them.
How many?
3.
Up to 3 of them.
I think 3 is reasonable.
Why are you guys throwing? Listen, fellas. Why are you putting why are you trying to pull the handbrake on me here? I
would do 1, honestly. I think like Digicross.
You think 1? One does not even stop. One does not even stop a combo deck.
But I guess you get to yoink an important piece.
Yeah, and
assuming they haven't just hidden it away in something level 5 or 6 or higher. Listen, oh my god, please.
You can make it an interruptive effect. We're like, okay, so you know how like Tau Loop, they'll go like Kuzuha effect, play out Tau. You could like interruptive effect.
You're right, Jake. That is an excellent point. Because it's my show, if you do the Nibiru effect, you burn 3 of your own security. And you pop 2 tamers. All right, we're good.
2 tamers non-specific. I can't wait for the machine players to start running Nene Amano. double.
It's a composite.
Double Jack Ray. Double Jack Ray.
Oh, there's no way to make this card good, guys. We're trying to make Nibiru and it's still bad. Shit. What did you say before Marcio suspended an analog tamer? Guys, I would like to say maybe for every time we do a patch note party, 1 card gets put in the shredder. What do we do? Unpatchable.
Is this card No, because I don't think this card is unpatchable. If we like look at it at the fact that it's like a mono red aggression card, like you stabilize with machine, and now you want to like deal damage to the opponent. So it's like give it a way to attack.
Okay, fine.
It's like you make it being able to attack like a Restra or Omni X.
Or like Omni X,
Yeah, at the end of your turn by suspending an analog tamer. Then
so that's
you
keyword,
decide,
and that's text.
Yeah. Well, no, it's like that. It's like a text block. It's like end of your turn.
Yeah, because you can't make an effect with no keyword. Like you couldn't just go. Like it would have to be an end of attack.
But it's not like we're adding text to a thing it already has.
Yeah, but
right?
like
we're giving it a new trigger.
Yeah, you're making a new effect.
Okay.
Yeah,
that's cool.
Yeah, so that's like 1 change. Then you decide, what range you want this to kill from. So it's like, do you want it to be like for every 5 machine pieces, burn 1?
You want it to burn security? I'm back. I'm sorry I ever doubted you.
That's not the way I thought we were going with this, because it's a red card.
Bro, I thought we were going to the end screen of the podcast and I could say Baba Booey. That's what I thought this was doing.
No, I feel
okay, Marcio was right. We need to make it end the game.
The best way to not be in a machine game state is to get out of there, whether that is getting 2-0'd or
okay, I have an idea. We can steal flavor from the other Machine-Dramon deck, which is Millenniumon. So you know how Moon burns tamer or kills tamers, then burns security? This thing could, for all of its sources, pop a tamer, then burn a security.
For every 5.
For every 5. So that way it burns your opponent's security and kills their tamers.
Or it's like for every source in this, increase the play cost of the tamer it can pop. So if you've got like a shitty little
level
idiot.
5 or higher machine sources.
Yeah,
I don't think we could let it we shouldn't like encourage Raremon again.
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay, so that's a text keyword. Text.
There's just 2 effects. Like we just made 2 effects.
That's 2 texts. Andrew, give it a funny keyword.
I mean, they've already got inherit collision.
Barrier.
No.
That is a funny keyword.
What if we just fortitude it? We've given up on Digicross. What if, like, if something bad happens to it, you just get a vanilla KnTElixar? You just
Fortitude is so funny because it still loses to Blue Source Strip. It still loses to Paladin mode.
You could give it Evade.
Oh, yeah, because we're swinging unsuspended. We're swinging unsuspended.
Red.
Yeah, but...
Yeah, you can swing unsuspended if you want.
Examon's red, and he has Evade.
He's all the other colors too.
Yeah, he's also all the other colors.
Oh man. No, there are no red keywords that would make me like this card.
Yeah.
No. Evade. Trust. So
I think Evade is a really funny one.
And we're giving it Evade.
I don't know, man. Like
the Evade is actually really cute as well because if you swing into a body and crash, you to get your burn, you just need to survive. So you just go. If you just have to survive, so that incentivizes.
If something has Fortitude and Digicross, what happens?
You get to Digicross on the
infinite
replay.
Loop.
No. Kind of funny.
No, machine go to the time already. They cannot make one machine stack.
Yeah, like an infinite loop. You'd always just go like, oh yeah, I'll Digicross for 1, and then you go, oh fuck, I'll remove it again.
Funny.
And then you go, all right, Fortitude, and then like on play Digicross again for 1, and it would just like never leave.
Yeah, that's how
honestly,
Millenniumon works.
But it would be a bad version of the deck, right? Like I think it's.
You'd have to make it. This card can't evolve. This card can't attack. If you want to have like an infinite, like Digicrossing Fortitude asshole that just like sits there and not do it.
And when Digivolving on play, delete a tamer, burn a security. What do we think? Infinite Digicross, infinite Fortitude.
No.
On play, when Digivolving, kill a tamer, burn a security.
We're ending the fucking show. Shut up.
Thank you, everybody, for coming to my patch note party.
I tried so hard.
Some of them are not gonna be winners. Some of them, I hate to say it. Now that we're out of the section, guys, I think I let us down as a team there. I think I started to just think of funny things instead of taking my job as a patch note doctor very seriously. So I apologize.
You're using a medical license.
It was TCG medical mispractice.
You wanted to make sure people had a really good time at your party. You gave everybody Xanax.
Bro showed up with the morphine he got from the
I had a bunch of guests. That everyone else, all the other cards on that list had a real party, and that card had an intervention.
A funeral, honestly.
Well, yeah.
Hey, let us know in the comments if you thought it was cool that we almost made a bad Super Poly Nibiru.
Yeah, what?
I think the Digimon TCG community would welcome that with open arms, and no one would have any bad things to say.
Hoang would go to Worlds and he'd be like, yeah, guys, so I don't know why they designed this.
He chaosed me.
It would be like Infinity and Hoang just like hanging out at Worlds. It's like, yeah, man, I don't know why they gave us this.
Okay. What do we think of Patch Note Party?
I think Patch Note Party is going to be a really fun addition. If you want to submit stuff, come to the Discord, become a member, so that way the chat messages don't get lost as well, or drop them in the comments of the YouTube video where I will be putting this in. It was nice to have a game show that didn't bleed people dry of their channel points. But
We don't have to put that one on YouTube though. The KnTElixar at the end.
Oh no, the KnTElixar is going to waste a lot of my time.
I'm going to go to Amsterdam and they'll drown me. You know how Amsterdam has all those bikes in the canals? I'll be there with the bikes.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. I think this show has legs. It's a nice one. We don't need guests in order to have it run, because you, the audience, can be the guests. And if you missed it and you wanted to tune into the live stream next time, be here around about 6 or 7 p.m. GMT. That's when we do these. It's started to be 6 more often than 7 for some reason.
Yeah, we did start this one early. That's weird.
Yeah, we've done it for the last 3 weeks. It's just the time slot randomly moved to 6 p.m. and it's just
2025. We are all responsible young men.
Also, the Shoutmon video.
Oh my god, it's so close. It's so close.
It's so close. We have 6 days to get this fucking video out. So pray for me and make sure to make it go quadruple ultra platinum. 1 million views. That's the goal.
Tag your mom in the YouTube comments. Let her know she needs to like the video.
But yeah, that's all for today. We're gonna go design with the same, hopefully not the same level of energy. We're going to design the Wind Guardians for the bonus contest. If you're a champion or higher, not only do you guys the Discord where you can drop bangers like Flame Hell Scythe for this segment, but you can also get the Wind Guardians 1 month early, so that way you can see what we were cooking, and then when all the cards get revealed and the public goes, wow, this was way off, you'll know.
I love when we get it wrong like that and everyone gets mad at us.
Yeah. I hope it does really, like, it really ruins like search analytics when people try and look for the deck. But yeah, that's all for this week. You know how it be. It's the thing that everyone looks forward to, the bit where we leave.
Well, hang on. Don't forget, you can, if you have Twitch Prime, please consider subscribing on Twitch using your Prime membership. You get one here on Twitch for free if you have Amazon Prime, so that would be a big help. We talked about channel members. Rate
us on Spotify and Apple Podcasts and wherever we end up.
Because it's happening soon. There's usually like another thing.
I'll sign a BT7 KnTElixar. See me. I'll be at the Glasgow Regional.
I own a pre-release one somewhere.
At the Glasgow Regional, I'll sign your KnTElixar BT7. In fact, yeah, if you're at the Glasgow Regional, bring us KnTElixar BT7s. We'll sign them.
We're gonna market manipulate. Buy your KnTElixar BT7s right now. Okay, I think that's all the stuff we plugged.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll see you in next week probably for episode 40, which is kind of crazy to think about. Big 4-0. Yeah, I've got nothing else.
If we went 4-0 at a regional, we'd almost top.
Yeah, you would win a locals. Probably have an Evo Cup Omnimon or something. But yeah, Shoutmon video hopefully will be out this time next week for Ultimates, and realistically, the rest of you will be seeing it in the first week of March. Bye.
I'm gonna go to the gulag. Bye.